Here we go, my peopleizations. I know y'all been waiting for me to respond to this, and here we go. We're gonna get into it. You guys know I have never made any mention of this. I never talked about this situation, and we're gonna get into it today. We're gonna get into it today. You had Hall of Famer, Olympic gold medalist, probably arguably the greatest amateur boxer in the history of sport of boxing, who was a trainer of Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder, Mark Breland. And you have the Olympic bronze medalist, former WBC reigning heavyweight world champion superstar boxer, Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Mark Breland was on The Fight is Right with Tunde and Spencer Fearon. I want to get them on the show. Tunde and Spencer Fearon. You guys know, due to my relationship with Mark Breland and due to my relationship with Deontay Wilder, I stay out of it. Right? I never, talked about it. I never Mark Breland's a New York legend. So I never talked about it. I never gave my thoughts on it or anything. I left it alone. I watched the interview that Mark Breland did for the first time today. And as I'm watching the interview and I'm listening, it was wrong. Right? Plain and simple. Another thing, when now Mark is a boxer, former world champion, former boxer. So obviously Mark is confident. So when he says that he could beat everybody on Deontay Wilder's resume, that's wrong. A lot, I just disagreed with him all the way around. And a thing is, too, we have to keep in mind and keep this in reality. The reality is this: is that Deontay Wilder is our Muhammad Ali. Now, I know a lot of people going to say, "What? He ain't no Muhammad Ali," right? You guys remember when Muhammad Ali said he was the greatest of all time? They said he wasn't Joe Louis. They said he wasn't Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Robinson. How could he call himself the greatest of all time when you have Sugar Ray Robinson, when you have Joe Louis? I'm talking about Deontay Wilder in the form of how he's perceived. He's achieved historic things. He broke Muhammad Ali's number of defenses, right? Or tied it. 10 successful title defenses. He's held the world championship for 5 straight years. In a short, we have to keep in mind another thing that gets, in my opinion, drastically overlooked is the fact that he started boxing late. He was not a blue chip. He wasn't born with boxing gloves on. That wasn't Deontay Wilder. He started boxing when he was 19 years old. He started boxing late. How he's perceived, just look. One thing he said in the interview, he don't understand why. And I always say to him, champ, every time I talk to him, I say, champ, I don't know why people view you the way they do. I don't understand. Because you don't see him in clubs throwing money everywhere. You don't see him flashing around his cars, his Bentleys, his mansions. You don't see him getting on private jets and showing you his private jets. You don't see him. You see him with one queen. One. You don't see him with 10,000 different queens. You don't see him in a strip club. You don't see any of this. You don't hear him getting in trouble outside of the ring. You don't hear any of that. So one has to wonder, why, oh why is it laid on so thick when it comes to Deontay Wilder? Now, before we get to that, we got 400 people, and I would love if we get 400 likes. Let's start this off right. Let's start this off right, because I'm gonna go deep into this. So y'all gonna need to put your seatbelts on, because I'm about to get deep with this. We're gonna get deep with this today. So put your seatbelts on, because we going in. Okay? Spencer Fearon and Tunde, right? Of course, they want to shed the UK boxing scene in the brightest light. So the best thing to happen for UK boxing was that loss for Deontay Wilder. And the risk that you run for Tyson Fury running a trilogy back is why you don't hear nobody in that entire interview. Why nobody addresses what's going on with Tyson Fury outside the ring. But everybody would say that Deontay Wilder is just being a sore loser. But nobody talks about what happened with Tyson Fury. Nobody brings up anything that goes along with Tyson Fury. Nobody. Everybody pretends it doesn't exist. Everybody. Why? Because, like I tell you, there's certain things we live by over here on Blue Blood Sports TV. Facts over feelings. And we know that loyalty over facts exists. And feelings over facts exist. And guess what? Everybody across the pond, there's somebody in the media or promoters, managers, trainers, whomever, they're always going to deal with loyalty over facts. They're always going to deal with loyalty over facts. That's plain and simple. It's loyalty over facts. Thus the reason why you saw Tunde on Trill with the Queens, Baciana and Nick J and the brother Black Fight Fan. And every time Baciana tried to say something, he was dealing with emotions. That's a female trait. Tunde. Every time she tried to say something, he combated that with emotion. He overtalked her. Right? He overtalked her, didn't want to let her talk, didn't want to let her engage. Right? When Nick said, see, she said something, right? But they missed it. She said something, but they didn't capitalize on it. They missed it. She threw a lob, and Black said, say it again. But they didn't catch the lob and capitalize on it. Because see, when she said, well, how come Tyson Fury, he don't fight in the UK? When he said, well, Tyson Fury called all the shots. Tyson Fury, he's the champ now. He calls all the shots. Last time I checked, Anthony Joshua holds more belts than Tyson Fury. He calls all the shots. But because Tyson Fury beat what we know to be the face of the sport of boxing today, Deontay Wilder, he's perceived as that man. That's why him with one belt supersedes Anthony Joshua with 4. And when I say 4, he got Ring Magazine. He got 5. He got IBO, Ring Magazine, WBO, IBF, and the WBA. He's been a champion longer than Tyson Fury. So shouldn't Anthony Joshua supersede Tyson Fury? And Didn't Anthony Joshua say, if I'm rooting for anybody, here's my scenario. If Deontay Wilder wins, I want the fight in the U.S. If Tyson Fury wins, I want the fight in the U.K. on U.K. soil. So when Nick said, why isn't the fight taking place on U.K. soil? And you see Tunde said, well, that suspension is run its course. No, it did not. That's one of the balls that they dropped when they were saying that to him. It did not run its course. What happened was, UCAD, they stated that it's out of his jurisdiction, and because he denounced his boxing license, they can't do nothing about it because he stated that he will fight outside of the UK. So they said that as soon as he pick up his boxing license, they will reopen the investigation. That's why he will not fight in the UK. And let me address something else that Tunde said when Tunde said that nobody wants to see Wilder and Fury trilogy match. Wrong. When the Brother Black Fight fan said, well, this fight, Wilder and Fury is a bigger fight than Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury on anybody's soil. Even when Nick said, well, guess what? If everything was opened up to its normal capacity, where would this fight take place? And he said in Vegas. Well, guess what? See, here's another thing that they didn't catch. See, when he said in Vegas, so when the Queen said, why isn't he fighting in the UK, right? Because she was alluding to his license not being able to allow him to fight in the UK. But there's multiple reasons why he can't fight in the UK. See, if he pick up his boxing license in the UK, then UCAD, United Kingdom Anti-Doping, they will relaunch a new, fresh investigation. That's number one. And then he will be facing another suspension. So, and then on top of that, when he said, well, Tyson Fury, he is the man. You got to give him his credit because he is the man. You see, he went to everybody's backyard and beat them. Well, if he is the man, how come he had to go to Vladimir Klitschko's backyard? Because he wasn't the man. Vladimir Klitschko was the man. Why did he have to go to Deontay Wilder's backyard? Because he was not the man. Deontay Wilder was the man. That's why. And so here you have to question, how come he supersedes Anthony Joshua? And Anthony Joshua stated that he wants this fight on UK soil. Anthony Joshua said, if I'm not fighting Tyson Fury in the UK, on UK soil, then this fight makes no sense. So why is it taking place? They're looking at Saudi Arabia. Why? I'm going to tell you why in a second. But before I do that, let me greet all my peopleizations. We got 615 people here. I hope we got about 615 likes. Smash that like button. Let's work. Let me greet my peopleizations. And we're going to get deep into this. Phil J508. James, my brother DB, South Central LA in the building. Openland LD, Ahmad is Ahmad. Rashid Muhammad, Joe Mack, Chaz 313, Kev and Effect, Robbie Sanders, Usain 007, Ghetto Love, Isaiah Jones, Portland 2055. Ant Lane, Demetrius Hawkins, Harry Jones Jr., Muhammad Arif, Freddie Crooks, Classy Mag, God's Greatest, Kenneth Pinkney, Joe Davis 2310, Delani Asher, Salute, Nuke Juice, Kenneth Howard, Mississippi King, Nate, Trick Noty, Billy Bob, Chilltown Majors, J.R. Knotts, Coach Biddy, Todd Smith, David Scott III, Neil X. Davis, Salute, Maz B. Chillin, Salute, George Proctor, Ken Broadwater, Ahmad is Ahmad, my brother, salute. Vinny Vincent, Emmanuel H. Ronnie L. Brown, salute. Will Latimer, salute. Money in the Ghetto, Southsidal Music, salute. AZAP Sam, salute. Brothers UK, salute. Vinny Vincent, salute. Man. Oh, we gonna go in on this one today. We going in on this one today because see, there was a lot of wrong, and see, y'all know me, man. I got to deal with facts over feelings. You understand me? You understand me? I'm always going to deal with facts over feelings, and I'm always going to keep it a hundo. You understand me? So we're going to work today. We're going to work today. You understand what I'm telling you? We're going to work today. You know, Kashif Dixon, Jay Wiz, Dwayne Freeman, Kareem Hood 40, Fitchner Charles, my brother, Gerard Cash, Train Deuce, Eduardo Olivia, salute. Extraordinary Comic Junkies LLC, Jab Jamboree, my brother Act Reacher. Go subscribe to my brother Act Reacher, man. Yova, Boxing Dad, Retros for Life 79 Boxing, Sherman Callahan, Yo Vu, salute. Raul Oyat, Oyete, I hope I said your name right. Shamzilla, salute. Dre Finest, Clayton Smith, Manuel Rodriguez, Zan Colder, Life Love, Clayton Smith, Armand Beats, my brother Bish, B Megastar, the XO of the RO, Chef Curry, Jamil Allen, aka Jelly Bean 4280, Denard Taylor, salute. Ricky Wells, salute. Bert Digler Ramirez, salute. CJ, salute. Mr. P. Depp, salute. Trezin Jefferson, salute. Anthony F, salute. Ahmad Alazimi, salute. Arturo Shadi, salute. DB100, David Bohannon, salute. David Bohannon said we got 300 likes and we got 640 people here. Where they do that at? Get the likes up. Kenya B, salute. Adari T, peace and blessings, queen. Stan Swoosh, salute. John Lee, salute. Clot, salute. Arian Howard, salute. King L. Ray, salute. Mad Titan, salute. Kyrie Randall, salute. Devontae Pickett, salute. Jafari Caesar, CJ, L. Bird, The Chosen Kid, Kane to Win, Steve J, Eugene Aaron III, Star City J, Oba Ogun Diesel, salute. Fred Robbins, salute. Wesley Owusu, salute. CWG 1983, salute. TD LLC, salute. Bad Pull, man, where your name go? Kyrie Randall, salute. My brother, where you go? We're going to get into this, man. We're going to get deep into this, so I hope y'all ready. Bad Boy Independent, salute. Nafir Nunn, Kenya N. Smith, salute. Willie Fontaine, salute. Alexander Pola, Kimberly Broughton, peace and blessings, queen. Malik Haru Assar, salute. Ashe King. Freddie Crooks, Sheet Long, A-Rod 83 Basio, D Solo 2009, my brother, salute. What's good with you, man? He said, I watched the interview. Yeah. Iron Levent, Corey McGowan, Quan Fields, Stephen Truitt, Cadillac Kirkland, Stacey Williams, Joe Ferguson, salute. Clifton Smith, salute. Carl M, salute. KB, GT Entertainment, JB 2020, Amir Rogers, Kai Buggs, Marcus 510, salute. Josh Hall, salute. Yeah, man. So let me get into this, man. How I'm missing super chats. MD Media, salute. Peace and blessings to the queen, Adari T in the super chat. Boston has been boring without Wilder. That's a fact, queen. That's a fact. Salute to the queen, Adari T in the super chat. She said Boston has been boring without Wilder. That's a fact. T Diddy, Sean Ford, Shade Girl 85. Peace and blessings, queen. Jermaine Jubilee, salute. Time to ante up, my brother. Salute in the super chat. He says, salute, Blue Blood. Salute, chat family. Keep crushing the lies. No doubt. Oh, we on it today. Kirk Hobson, salute. Denard Taylor, FSG Boxing, salute. So here's the thing, right? I see a lot of people. Jay Grant, salute. Raphael Murphy, salute. Gary Childress, Darius the Great, Dominique Richardson, salute. Captain, salute. Travis Touchdown, Texas Beast, Bitcoin Calculus, salute. Roy Mickle Raff, salute. Quan 43, my brother, salute. Chris Buchanan, salute. Jay Lynn, peace and blessings, queen. How you doing? Gil Sanchez, salute. GT Entertainment, Felix Mays, KB, Carl M, salute. Accurate 11, Wink Davis, salute. Marcus 510, salute. Let me get into this, man. So we got a lot to go in. DME Entertainment, I'll salute y'all as we come in. So listen, we got 700 people. Let's get 700 likes. Smash the like button. Let's get 700 likes. JB Cool, Desmond Johnson, salute. Let's get 700 likes. Smash the like button. Let's work. Okay? We're going to get into this. Because Fifth War Mogul, my brother, salute in the super chat. He said, go in, Blue. Too many lies. Oh, for sure. We're going to go into this today, man. Cerebral Shadowboxer, my brother in the super chat. Blue, lay it down and don't take no shorts. No doubt. We're going in today. Black Thanos, DOG 215, Paragon of Principles, Ali Nassar, salute. D Calico, salute. Jerry Burnett, salute. HMC3, salute. So I'm going to tell y'all like this. War Deck 357, salute. Right? Brandon Wilson, salute. Sherman Callahan, Smoke With Me TV, salute. Clifton Johnson, salute, my brother. Skinny Hardaway, Boxer Social Network, salute. Cage the Animal, salute. Calvin Johnson, my brother, salute. Jermaine Jubilee, Exposaholic, Misfit B, peace and blessings, queen. How you doing today? Taquan Savage, what's good with you, king? I see you back. H2O, salute. Wayman Davis, salute. I see you back. Tiana Scott, peace and blessings, queen. How you doing? MacTel 97, salute. Jay Cozy, salute. So, codename OG, salute. Let me get into this. KP from KC5, my brother, salute. So, listen. So, now I listened to the interview. I listened to the brother Tunde on Trill yesterday, right? And I want to get them on here. Mario Morales, salute. I want to get both of them on here. So here's the thing, right? Obviously, there were some things that Mark couldn't talk about because legal situations. So T-Town, salute. My brother in Super Chat says, salute, Blue, salute to you, King. 7 Trill, D. Walker, Romel Lane, Jerry Burnett, salute. So obviously, he said there's some things he couldn't get into. Doc Riz, salute. Aviwi Guayi, salute. So what I'm saying is this, Bertland Miles, salute. If you have nothing to hide, Professor X, RN2, get it, salute. Mark Wonder, salute. You have nothing to hide. You have nothing, then you just say it. I did nothing. Devin Blocker, salute. Plain and simple, I did nothing. Tariq Lewis, salute. And you guys know I'm going to keep it 100 because guess what? If you love a person, you tell them the truth. RGJ3 Boston, salute. Extraordinary, salute. If you love a person, I believe this. If you love a person, you tell them the truth. My wife could come in here and she'll tell you. I tell my kids all the truth. I don't hide nothing. Nothing. I don't hide nothing with her. My kids, nothing. If you love a person, I believe you tell them the truth. Aleem Nasir, salute. Point blank and period. So here's the thing. We got 800 people. Chris Duge, salute. If you love a person, you tell them the truth. So here's my thing. If you have nothing to hide, Darius Ewan, salute. You tell the truth. Listen, I ain't do nothing. Listen. And so here's the thing. Jay Sanders, salute. When you go to court, right? You saying I did nothing. When you sit down, if you in the back room and they ask you a question, North Memphis 48, salute. They say, hey, what you did? I didn't do nothing. That is not against the rules to say you didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. Did you do it? No, I didn't. Southpaw Boston Media, salute. Now, if you know Mark Breland, you know LeBron Elliott, salute. He's confident in his abilities. Lost one amateur fight in his entire career, Olympic gold medalist, Hall of Famer. So you know his career, you know Mark, right? He's confident, as all boxers would be. Sugar Ray Leonard say, I'll beat Floyd Mayweather right now. Floyd Mayweather said, I'll beat Sugar Ray Leonard if I had to. Floyd Mayweather said, I'll beat Tommy Hearns. Tommy Hearns said, there's no way Floyd Mayweather could beat me. None of these guys could beat me. That's confidence. But this is where he went wrong. You trained that man, Mark. Miami Snoopy 305, salute. You trained that man for 10 years. 10 years. Whether he listened to you or he didn't, that should never be public record. If he didn't listen to you, Gilbert Rodriguez Jr., salute. That should never be public record. Never. So here's my thing. Jazza, salute. KFC, salute. If here's the thing, Duke Doom 1, salute. If you, Keith Graham, salute. If you didn't do anything, just say, I didn't do anything, and I don't appreciate him saying that I did this, this, and this. Right? Just stay quiet all the way around. Because when you go to a UK source and a UK platform, UK media, like Tunde said, he felt comfortable on that platform. Well, you know why you feel comfortable on that platform? Because they side with the other side. As Tunde said yesterday on Trill, I'm never going to go against my UK fighters. So they already coming in one-sided. They already coming in. Faha 89 salute. They already coming in, right? Against Deontay Wilder. Raymond Hughes salute. Anton Holt salute. So anything you say, Anthony 42 salute. They're going to say, oh, man. That's what they're going to do because they want to come up. You got to understand something. There's a built-in natural rivalry between the UK and the United States. We have been lapping them with the level of fighters that we have in the history of sport of boxing. They can't keep up. This is no slight. The Rated Scholar, salute. Marvin Rollins Jr., salute. Jose Diaz, salute. This is no slight to them. I'm just speaking facts. When you go down, if I tell you to give me the 15 greatest fighters in the history of sport of boxing, including if I ask Spencer Fearon, and including I ask Tunde, who are historians in the sport of boxing, because don't get it wrong, they're historians in the sport of boxing, they just gonna side with their side. So if you ask them, give me the first 15 greatest fighters in history, and be honest, those 15 guys are all gonna be from the United States. Right now, they're in a position where I told you guys, as the heavyweight division goes, so goes the sport of boxing. So guess what? They got two heavyweights right now with a world championship, and they want to make this fight. And so they're going to do what's necessary to get it to green pastures. Mailman Mike, salute. St. Louis Mix, salute. Rod Sports Release, salute. Right, Kudos Shakur, exactly. Right? You can't ask them, Tay Walker, salute. You're not going to ask them how you expect them to be and give you, no. They already siding with their side. Did you hear Alex York, my brother, salute. Boxing Conversation, Reggie Owens, salute. Go subscribe to my brother, Boxing Conversation, Reggie Owens. Did anybody hear them bring up the situation with Tyson Fury? Everybody will tell you. Willis 919, salute. Everybody will tell you. Raider Time, salute. Deontay Wilder. Did y'all ever see that TV show? I just recently showed my wife the TV show about Panama Lewis, and we just watched it the other day. She didn't even know about that show. This is a real story. This happens in the sport of boxing. This is not a figment of our imagination, but they'll have you believe that Deontay Wilder is just making up stuff when we know this to be true. There was fighters on that. You look at that. Go look at the Panama Lewis story. It's called Attack in the Ring, right? You go look at that story. The guy saying, hey, man, you gave me something in my drink and this, and this. And he's like, oh, I did that. And this. Man, let's not act like this don't happen in the sport of boxing. But do you hear them bringing up Tyson Fury? Wesley Owusu, my brother in the Super Chat, salute. I appreciate you. Much love to you. Big Dog Willie, my brother in the Super Chat, he says, salute, Blue Blood. Salute to you, King. Marvin Banks, salute. Right? Did anybody hear that? No. Terrell Barnes, my brother, salute in the Super Chat. Appreciate you, King. Raymond Saransa, salute. No, you didn't hear them say any of that. So now, this is my thing. Big Cuz, salute. Boston Finesse, salute. Here's my thing, and this is something I'll tell Mark. Mark, you can't say, if you're not going to say it was you or it wasn't you, then how you going to say it was Jay Diaz? I'm going to say this again. Jill James Khalil 98, salute. If you're not going to say I didn't do it, you're not going to say yeah or nay, then how could you say it was Jay? I'm going to say this again. If you're yourself are not going to say yay or nay, then how could you say it was Jay? How? If somebody say, hey, Blue, did you do so and such? And I'll be like, man, and no comment. And then I'll be like, yeah, but it was Deron. Huh? Wait, what? I'm not saying yeah or nay, but I'm not going to say, no, listen, it was better for him not to say anything. Mark shouldn't have said anything. No interviews, nothing. Especially if you can't even go full. If you can't go in depth, then we can't do this. If I can't go in depth, then I can't do this. Because you have to know this is coming up. It's coming. Like Tunde said that Spencer Fearon never even gave him fair warning that there was questions that can't be asked. That's what he said. He said, Spencer never told me that there's questions that I can and can't ask. But Spencer was aware that there was questions that can and can't be asked. Right? He was aware going in. So how come we're not talking about the entire equation, what's going on with the company MTK Global as a global? Right? And how come we're not talking about what's going on with Tyson Fury? Why do we gloss over this? How come Deontay Wilder can be the heavy bag? And why is everybody okay with that? Because, like I said, if Accept it, people. He is our version of Deontay Wilder. He is our version of Muhammad Ali. And I'm not talking about his skill set in the ring. I'm talking about what he represents outside the ring. That's why I told y'all, right? You see, Tunde is on the show. And you got the two queens on there, right? He's emotional off the back, off the back, off the back. Why? Every time the queen, Bassiana, every time, y'all, I don't know if y'all sure, but every time the queen Bassiana went to say something, he was defensive. Why are you defensive? He over-talking her. Why are you over-talking her? Because, like he said, I'm always going to side with the UK. I'm never going to go against my fighters. I'm going to always side with my fighters, with the UK. I'm never going against Fury. I'm never going against Joshua. Nothing. So what do we expect? If he's coming in telling you this, then how do you expect to have a legit conversation? You can't. You can't. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? So every time they was trying to talk, he would over-talk them. But here's the thing. What about the questions that we need asked? Like, what's going on with MTK? Like, what's going on with Tyson Fury over there? How do you have the biggest fight in UK history? I'm asking y'all this question. Anthony Joshua said, if I'm not fighting Tyson Fury in the UK, it doesn't make sense. So why is this fight? Why are they looking at investors for this fight to take place in Saudi Arabia or Dubai? For what? They told us that this is the biggest fight in boxing, period. When Nick asked him if everything was clear and everything was normal, where would this fight take place? And he said the fight would take place in Vegas, not even in the UK. Why? Because Texas itself, Texas and California are bigger than the UK. How do you just disregard the United States? This is why they don't bring up the stuff with Fury, because, like Black said, y'all up right now. Because as the heavyweight division goes, so goes the sport of boxing. So they up right now. This is why nobody wants to look into what Deontay Wilder is saying, because they want to brush him to the side. Y'all don't see that? You got to ask yourself, what did Deontay Wilder do to be perceived the way he's perceived? What did he say? What did he do? What did he say and what did he do to be perceived in the manner he's perceived in? So then you see, like, they're like, oh, he ain't fight nobody. He ain't beat this person. He ain't beat that person. Okay. Everybody on Joshua's resume. Oh, so before I get to that, but Nick said to him, well, why Tyson Fury ain't fighting in the UK? So she was alluding to, well, if he can't fight there because he's suspended there, right? And he said that suspension has been lifted. But see, they didn't continue from there because then they glossed over it, right? Well, he glossed over it. So they didn't continue from there. Because here's the thing. It ran its course, but if he picks it up, that new investigation for UConn, they're going to look into that, just as they stated, right? And he could be facing a 7-year suspension. So he ain't going to pick up the license there. So she was on to something. She ain't just get a chance to finish. Because if he go pick it up, they're going to reopen the investigation. That's why UConn said, we're backing off because he's out of our jurisdiction. There's nothing we could do. But if he picks up his license, then they're going to reinvestigate. But that don't mean nothing, though. We just going to continue to act like Deontay Wilder is making up stuff, though. Let's not focus on that. Let's focus on Deontay Wilder saying that the gloves, there was an issue with the gloves. Let's focus on Deontay Wilder saying that his water, there was something in his water. But everybody's asking him, well, Deontay, you're making these claims. We need to see hardcore proof. Well, we see Martin Carefoot. We gonna act like Martin Carefoot don't exist? How come nobody's talking about Martin Carefoot? How come nobody's looking further into that? This man exists. We gonna act like Nicholas Asbury don't exist? We gonna act like so we don't even want to attempt to look into that. But we want Deontay Wilder to give us hardcore proof of what he's saying. But we have people saying they have hardcore proof on the other side, but that don't matter. Because all they focus on with Deontay Wilder can't box. He can't box. He can't this. He can't that. And see, here's my thing, right? Like you see, like when Mark said, he don't listen, this, and this. And guess what? Deontay Wilder is admitting of it. He said, look at the video that everybody's showing, the video of him jumping rope and stuff like that. He says, it's time for me to get back to the basics. Floyd Mayweather got away from the basics as well. Let's not act like he didn't. He was a different worker. But Floyd Mayweather, he said, man, I got away from the basics. Look at Floyd Mayweather interview with Stephen A. Smith before the Pacquiao fight. And he said, I had to reacclimate myself because I got away from the basics. Deontay Wilder said, I got away from the basics. Of course, he fell in love with the knockout power. That's not uncommon. Dwayne Fuller, my brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue. He said, salute Blue, I wish Mark hadn't did that interview. He's too classy of a guy to say some of the things he said. This is a fact. This is a fact. Sometimes it's better saying nothing. You got to say nothing. Salute to my brother, Carolina Ryder, coming through, dropping that hundo on your boy Blue. He said, salute, that was the worst interview I ever seen. Facts. Facts. No, it's better to say nothing. It's better to say nothing. It's better to say nothing. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. You didn't help the situation. And you can't say some of the stuff you've been saying. You can't say he wasn't listening to this, he wasn't listening. And maybe that's the case. I'm not saying it wasn't or it was. Only he and Deontay Wilder know that. Right? I can't say if it wasn't or it wasn't. Right? But that's up to you as the trainer to say, bro, listen, you got to do this, and this. And if you continue for 10 years, for not doing this, and this, hey, bro, this is going to catch up with you, right? Either I'm a fallback. I got to fall back. I got to exit stage left. I'm exiting stage left. Or you're going to have to rock out how I'm telling you. Plain and simple. Because even if you feel like this level of opponent won't work, this working with this level of opponent, but it won't work with that, you got to inform them. Hey, man, we getting away with this now. We ain't going to get away with then. Deontay Wilder even said that. He said, I got comfortable getting away with certain things with certain fighters. Go look at that interview. So he wasn't Deontay Wilder is not oblivious to this. He said it. He said, I got comfortable getting away with certain things against certain fighters. Now I have to get back to the basics. Cool. Mailman Mike, my brother in the super chat. Anyone remember Panama Lewis asked for the water he mixed? This clearly happens in boxing. Facts. Go look at them. I just showed my wife the show. You could go look at the show. You understand? So I completely listen. Listen, if you can't talk about everything, don't talk about nothing. Because you're giving me a book that's incomplete. If you can't talk about everything, don't talk about nothing. It's plain and simple. Hey, man, I can't talk about nothing. Plain and simple. RGJ3 Boxing, my brother in Super Chat. Once again, do you notice how Mark tried to backpedal on he never held Wilder's water? Yeah, he clearly didn't tell the truth. So if you're not on the mix, on the fix, why lie? Facts. This is what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is this, man. You can't Deontay Wilder is this. Here's the thing. Everybody has a perceived notion of him. Limey Paulie, my brother, what's good? Everybody has Siri. Here we go, Siri. I'm not talking to you. Go ahead, Siri. Relax, Siri. So smash that like button, man. We got 1,100 people. How many likes we got? We got 1,100 people. We should have at least 1,000 likes, right? We got 1,100 people. We should have at least 1,000 likes. King Vonnie said we got 737. How? So we got 300. Born now, salute. So we got 300. We got 300 people that don't rock with your boy Blue. Riley Forster, salute. I find that hard to believe. I think you just didn't wipe your feet before you came inside. Smash the like button. Ring my doorbell before you come in my house. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Let's work. So here's my thing, right? Now, you got to look at it from this standpoint and say to yourself this, right? Tunde said that this is the biggest fight in boxing. And then when the Queen said no and Black said no, nobody talk about that fight here in the States. And he said, well, y'all have your notion. Here's what I want to show y'all something. He says, y'all have your perception of this fight, and we have ours. In the UK, this is the biggest fight in boxing. In the States, it might not be. Right. But that big fish in a small pond, and it's a big fish in a big pond. I always let y'all know this, right? A big fish in a big pond or a big fish in a small pond. So it's not the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence is the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. And then Tunde said, this is how you know. This is why we must all educate ourselves all the way around. All the way around the board. Because he said, when asked, who's the biggest star? Who you think the biggest star is in the States? He said Ryan Garcia. Where'd you get that from? Ryan Garcia is the biggest star in boxing? In the States? Bro, first of all, let me explain something to y'all. If you the biggest star in the States, you the biggest star in boxing. And this is no slight, again, to the UK. I love the UK. Cash, salute. If you are the biggest star in the States, you are the biggest star in boxing. Hands down, period. Period. If you are the biggest star in the States, you are the biggest star in boxing. And what Errol Spence say? If your name ain't Deontay Wilder, you ain't making more money than me. So this lets you know Deontay Wilder is the biggest star in boxing. Now, I listened to my brother Kurt Anderson and my brother Blood Boxing, and they stated they had a great point. Today's boxers, when we say the biggest star in boxing, don't always translate to all of they translate to the hardcore fans, not the casuals, as yesteryear's boxers used to. Meaning Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya. It's a new time, though. I agree. That version of the face of the sport of boxing has changed. Why? Because there's so many different distractions. There's other sports that's bigger than the sport. You got to understand something. Boxing was huge when Muhammad Ali and Sugar Ray Leonard and Sugar Ray Robinson. Boxing was huge. Football, NFL, basketball. Siri, please, Siri. What are we doing here? What are we doing here, Siri? Relax. So, boxing, Tay Brown, piece of buses, queen. Boxing back then was a much bigger sport. We got to keep that in mind. It was the sport of boxing was much bigger back then. You understand what I'm saying? It was a much bigger sport back then than it is today. They didn't have the rival sports to rival boxing like they did. NFL wasn't as big as it is today. NBA wasn't as big as it is today. UFC wasn't in existence. Okay? The biggest sports was baseball, competing with boxing, and football was coming up. It wasn't as big as it is today. Jerry Stevens, salute. Jay Stevens, salute. It's Joe Pilot, Surrett 357, Kaz, Eunice Khalid, BBG, salute. D-Man Jr., salute. Right? The sport of boxing has a lot of competition. So the face of boxing today is not going to be the same as it was yesteryear. The Octavius 72, salute. But Deontay Wilder is our version of Muhammad Ali. You know why? People have a certain perception of Deontay Wilder, and they don't even know why. Ask them why. Ask them why. Ask them why. Why people people don't even like him, don't know why. Michael Helton, SG Pass, salute. Real Jew, salute. Hubble Telescope, salute. Bobo, salute. People they don't ask him why. Man, because he can't box. He started boxing at 19 years old and won an Olympic bronze medal. D'Angelo James, salute. Myth the Legend, salute. He started boxing in 18, 19 and won a bronze medal. Who you know doing that? Who you know doing that in the sport of boxing? Is he as skilled and technically sound as Floyd Mayweather and Sugar Ray Leonard and Muhammad Ali? No. Was Mike Tyson as skilled? No, everybody do it in their own way. Dark Ken 718, salute. David the Real Thomas, Mr. P. Depps, Cash, salute. Everybody does it in their own way. Southpaw Boxing Media, my brother, salute in the super chat. Seems to me that Mark Breland is trying to save face and going into damage control by Wilder's character and taking the focus off of him. It just wasn't a good look. Southpaw Boxing Media, and I love your logo. It's nice. Taylor Bell, my brother in the super chat. He said, "What up, Blue? What's good with you, King?" NBA D9, salute. Y'all know I left this alone. School of Skills, salute. Raider Life, salute. Life, love, peace and blessings, Queen. DP Rocker, salute. Y'all know I left this alone for as long as I could. Brian Turner, salute. Why? Because I have a relationship with Mark Breland, and I have a relationship with Deontay Wilder. Like Deontay Wilder said, right is going to always be right in my eyes. It just is. Right? You can't go up there, Coach K, salute, Boss Everett, salute, and say, "Hey, man, did you do this? Did you do that?" No, and you don't say nothing, but then you say, it was this guy. Like, we can't do that. George S., salute. You can't do that. Why? Because, see, here's the thing. Windsor, Taiwan, salute. I have to, you're saying 007, he said you chose today. I have to tell the truth of my truth, right? And after watching that, and after watching Tunde on Trail, and listen, Roy Boy Florida, salute. How come, this is my question. Everybody will give everybody else the benefit of the doubt. Why don't Deontay Wilder get the benefit of the doubt? What did he do in everybody's eyes that he can't get the benefit of the doubt? Salute to my brother, BFTB Boxing. Go subscribe to my brother, BFTB Boxing. King Vonnie 86, salute my brother. He said 911 likes. No, that don't cut it. Get the likes up. We should have 1,100 likes right now. Get the likes to 1,100. Conley Jesus, salute. So you got to ask yourself this question. How come everybody else can get the benefit of the doubt, but Deontay Wilder can't? Sherman Bray, salute. School of Skills, Rob Sportsman Lee, Rodriguez, salute. Watcher, salute. I am at Will, salute. Go subscribe to my brother, I am at Will. Fanbase Tune, salute. Dwayne Freeman, salute. How come Deontay Wilder can't get the benefit of the doubt when we know the sport of boxing has a history? This sport has a long history, people. Super Ben 10, salute. Tay, peace and blessings, Queen. Tev Gotti, salute. This sport has a history. Why are we pretending it don't? Why are we acting like what Deontay Wilder is saying is so far-fetched? People, somebody explain to me, how is he saying something that's so far-fetched? When we just witnessed what happened with Miguel Cotto, Antonio Margarito, and Shane Mosley. We just witnessed what happened with that. Back-to-back fights. You look at the situation with this Panama Lewis and all that. That took place in '83. Way back then. And it's still happening. So why are we going to act like, oh, Shaquille Foster? It just happened again with Shaquille Foster. It just happened with Floyd Mayweather and Marcos Maidana. Guess what? Did y'all hear the boxing commission? When Floyd Mayweather was standing there, he's saying, they talk about the gloves. The only time you heard the commission intervene or interject, right, was when they said, everybody got to leave. Only the fighters stay. Everybody else got to leave. Everybody else got to leave. Only the fighters can stay. Sean Smith, I can't because I'm passionate about this. Patrick Day, I knew Patrick Day since he was 7 years old. And we going to act like these things don't happen in the sport of boxing? Natal Black Faculty, salute. Smash the like button. My brother Pac-Man ATL Tay, salute, Tay. I can't. I couldn't do it no more. I watched that interview. I watched Tunde on Trail. It's going too far. There's no way we're going to continue to sit here and act like Deontay Wilder is just making up stuff. I'm hearing people saying, well, how come he ain't say nothing all this time? Why do he have to when you can see the gloves? Somebody tell me that. I can see the gloves. You can see the gloves. You can see the gloves clear as day. Patricia Sheldon, peace and blessings, queen. I can see the gloves. You can see the gloves clear as day, and you know something's wrong with it. You know it don't look right. You hear people saying, hey, man, that don't look right. So if you saying don't look right, well, then how could you say, well, Deontay Wilder's just making up stuff? Tunde said, hey, man, don't, yeah, that didn't, something look wrong. Okay, so that's it right there. That's it right there. If you tell me, hey, man, his gloves, something look wrong with those gloves, that's it. Why does it go any further? Don't tell me about skill set. Don't tell me about power. Don't tell me about nothing else. You got to stop right there because we ain't on the even playing field. That's it. That's it. You can't continue to go on and say, well, but anyway, Wilder can't box. No, I don't want to hear about him not being able to box. I don't want to hear him not being able to box. And how come we going to act like Nicholas Asbury don't exist? Listen, I want to ask somebody, have anybody heard anybody that interviewed Tyson Fury or anybody from the UK media, anything, ask or speak about Nicholas Asbury? Anybody? Because guess what Nicholas Asbury is doing? He's not just saying this. He's giving dates, locations, times, and names. Nicholas Asbury is giving you details. He is giving you details. Hey, this person was there. That person was there. It was this time. It was at that gym. He's giving you details. Why isn't this a topic? Nobody wants, everybody want to act like this don't exist. But what we will do, though, hey, man, Deontay Wilder got to just take his loss and keep going. Really? Really? If right now the Super Bowl was played last night, if right now they come up and be like, listen, man, Tom Brady and the Bucs was using a football that was deflated. Do you think we could just be like, yeah, well, come on, what about your defense, though? Because, I mean, the defense was showing up and Patrick Mahomes should have. What are we talking about here? Imagine that. Imagine a Super Bowl. We found out Tom Brady, they was using deflated balls and they had somebody was watching the Chiefs play calling, right? And then we'd be like, yeah, well, They was watching the play calling on offense. What about them on defense? Huh? You know when you could do that? When the mass majority of people don't favor one athlete. So Tunde repeated again on trail. He repeated, hey, Deontay Wilder, he got so many different reasons for why he lost. He bringing up the suit. Stop. Stop. Again, how did that grow so many legs? I want to ask this question. There's no link to him saying this. There's no interview with him saying this. There is nothing where you could go to, no source that you could go to and hear Deontay Wilder say his suit was too heavy. That's why he lost. But yet, we know about Martin Carefoot. Yet, we see Nicholas Asbury showing you the glove. Yet, we see so many different examples. This glove with Tyson Fury in the rematch. The glove in the first fight. We see all these different sources, all these different examples. But we could point to Deontay Wilder talking about a suit that we don't even know. Nobody can source it. But I could source Nicholas Asbury because I could call Nicholas Asbury right now. And he's showing you video clips and footage. Then I could show you the gloves. Tyson Fury's gloves. And I personally called the photographer for those pictures. And he didn't even know what was going on. I said, listen, are all your pictures, your photos, these are legit photos? He didn't even know what's going on. He's just ready to give you prices for different pictures. He knew nothing about Glovegate. Nothing. He knew nothing about Glovegate. I'm just asking him about the pictures. Yeah, this is the picture from this, that, this, and this, and this. And all of a sudden, after that, it started growing legs. Now, this grew legs with sources, right? And then all of a sudden, the picture started disintegrating, slowly but surely. Disappearing. But we could still reference Tunde, who's in the boxing, who has a high-profile boxer in Anthony Yard, in the sport of boxing. He can reference something that he knows he has no proof of. Hey, Deontay Wilder, man, he's making up all these different reasons. You know why? Because they want this mythical, magical, huge pay-per-view fight with Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua to come to fruition. That's why. And they know now everything's going to be viewed with a magnifying glass. That's why they do not want to run the risk of putting Tyson Fury in there in the trilogy match with Deontay Wilder, and he upset the apple cart. Plain and simple. Salute to my brother Tom the Annie up in the super chat. He said those who Wilder hate him because he speaks on behalf of his people. There's no other reason. However, they'll contrive other reasons instead. This is a fact. They have no reasoning. None. Hard body J Timo, my brother. Salute in the super chat. He said, if this happened before the social media era, they would have made Deontay Wilder look worse. Shaking my head. Oh, this is a fact. So you know what they do? You know what they do? This is what they do. Like my brother Hard Body J Timo said. If there was no social media, right? They would make them seem even more delusional, right? So you know what they do? They say, oh man, blue blood this or blue blood, man, don't listen, blue blood. Go get your information from some real sources. That's what they do. That's what they do. But they'll source ESPN and have Stephen A. Smith there talking about when he talking to Jamel and Jamal Charlo, hey man, I would love to see y'all fight Terrence Crawford. They ain't even in his weight class. I would love to see y'all unify against Terrence Crawford. He didn't even know what weight class they was in. He didn't even know what weight class they was in. Man, I would love to see y'all against Terrence Crawford. He didn't even know what weight class they was in. Uncle Mir, my brother in the super chat, he says, salute, boo. This is the third time I checked in, and I'm here to stay because I know you're gonna keep the goods coming. Peace, bro. Salute to you, kid. Yeah, Stephen A. Smith didn't even know what weight class they was in. Hey man, you know what fight I ultimate? I can't wait to see. What's that? You and Terrence Crawford, huh? He's not even in weight class. Or you and Errol Spence. I know y'all got a relationship with Errol Spence, so that probably won't happen. But I would love to see that. He's not even in their weight class. He couldn't even reference somebody else in their weight class. But that's mainstream media where it's credible, though. That's credible, though. He's credible. And Max Kellerman that said, Kawhi Leonard is more clutch than Kobe Bryant. Right. Kawhi Leonard is more clutch than Kobe Bryant. Max Kellerman said that. These are your sources. Kawhi Leonard is more clutch than Kobe Bryant. Right. This is your sources. Charles Ford, my brother, salute in the super chat. Under no circumstances do you ever stand by the, much less be their mouthpiece. G code. Wilder was so right about this guy. This is what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Jackie Diamond, peace and blessings, Queen. So this is what I'm saying, right? So they're not going to tell you, smash that like button. We should have 1,100 likes. Smash the like button. Fotex LAC, salute. Retro Rob TV, my brother. Vado Newton, salute. Right? So this is what I try to tell y'all, right? The way that Deontay Wilder is perceived. So you had Tunde say yesterday, I mean, Bassiana, she was like, hey, man, I heard enough, man. Like, shut it down. When Black said, hey, who's the biggest fighter? Who you think is the biggest fighter in the United States? He said, no hesitation. No hesitation. Ryan Garcia. Huh? Bassiana said, listen, in that case, on that note, let's shut it down. It's over. You know, this isn't it. Ryan Garcia, and then he tried to justify why he said it. Well, William O. School out there, my brother salute. Then he tried to justify why he said it. He says, well, because you look at the social media following, what do we see? That's what I told y'all. See, I knew this. Did not tell y'all last week, all last week. Did not break it down for y'all that everybody uses social media as a reference for a fighter's profile being high. Did I not tell y'all that? Did I not tell y'all that they're using these fighters' social media as a reference point to their profile being high? Did I not tell y'all that? I told y'all that. That's why last week, before he even said that, that is why last week I broke it down for y'all and told y'all last week and broke down every little. Does he even know? Did he even know that Errol Spence doesn't even have 1 million in social media following? He doesn't even have 1 million people following him on social media. Yet he is doing the biggest numbers in boxing. So I showed y'all that this is the reference point they're going to use. That's why they're saying Ryan Garcia. No, he has a casual boxing fan that follows him. Right? Casual boxing fan. He has young adults, teenagers. Those guys follow him on social media. They don't translate into boxing. They did $350,000 in live gate. That means nobody showed up to watch him box. I'm going to say it to you again. He did $353,000 in gate revenue. That means nobody showed up to watch him box. He has 8 million social media followers. Over 8 million social media followers. So that means you're going to tell me he couldn't get 1 million out of 8 million? He couldn't get 1 million out of 8 million to show up to the fight? Out of almost 9 million social media followers, he couldn't get 500,000? But Errol Spence does 2.6 million and he don't have 1,000. He don't even have 1 million followers. So that means his name is circling amongst the boxing, the hardcore and the casuals, right? That love the sport of boxing. I'm gonna say it again. Salute to my brother Coach Sheldon Harris, Combat Sports. Go subscribe to my brother Coach Sheldon Harris. So that means Errol Spence' name is circling without social media. Listen to what I'm telling you. His name is circling without social media. What's still the biggest gate? Deontay Wilder. They broke the gate. Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. They broke the gate. They broke the gate. Right? Combined, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, social media following, they don't have as much as Ryan Garcia, and they broke the gate in Vegas. And guess what? You can't say, well, that's because you're allowing everybody to come in. Well, I told you guys that Ryan Garcia, he was in Texas, right? His fight would allow him to have 14 to 15,000 fans in attendance. So the MGM in Vegas only holds 16,000 or close to 17,000. Max. That's full capacity. That's full capacity. So the tickets are still the same. Errol Spence is doing the same thing without the social media. That's what I told you. They misinform y'all. They tell you that, oh, see, now Tunde will go to the UK, right? Because Spencer Fearon is he's a high profile figure over in the UK. Okay? Right? He's a high profile figure in the UK, Spencer Fearon. So imagine Spencer Fearon and Tunde sitting on their show and they say, well, who's the biggest star in the United States? Well, it's Ryan Garcia. Well, the people in the UK are going to believe that. They're going to believe that. Well, guess what? Ryan Garcia has a bigger social media following than Canelo Alvarez, a bigger social media following than Errol Spence, and a bigger social media following than Gervonta Tank Davis. And yet all three of them did bigger numbers than he did. So there you have it. The social media does not translate to the sport of boxing. It just doesn't. But they'll lead you to believe that. Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury to combine don't have as much social media following as Ryan Garcia, yet they broke the record for gate in Vegas. This is what I tell you. So here's what they tell you about Deontay Wilder. You don't win Olympic bronze medal if you can't box. Now, has he gotten away from the basics? Yeah, because he has the equalizer. You know how many fighters get away from the basics when they got the equalizer? If y'all looked at, have y'all looked at what's his name? Edgar Berlanga, my guy, Edgar Berlanga. Y'all see all these videos surfacing of him getting dropped and knocked down in the amateurs and all types of stuff. He was a boxer in the amateurs. Look at Edgar Berlanga in the professionals. Does that mean he can't box? He's knocking everybody out now. Do y'all see Edgar Berlanga boxing? Go back and look at his amateur fights and go and look at Edgar Berlanga now. Is he boxing right now or is he using his power? Huh? Is Edgar Berlanga boxing right now or is he using his power? He's walking people down using his power. Did that mean he can't box? Look at him in the amateurs. He's using boxing in the amateurs. Look at all the footage in the amateurs. He's boxing. He's boxing. He's not now in the professionals. He's using his power. So does it mean he can't? No. Deontay Wilder, he stopped Chris Arreola with a jab. With a jab. Big Lakeshore, salute. With a jab. Classy Mag. Platform TV, movies and music, salute. He stopped Chris Arreola with a jab. Ashante L, slick sophistication, salute. Kama Souls, salute. Terry Luster, salute. With a jab. Came a Mosos boxer, my brother, salute. He stopped him with a jab. Is that not a boxer? That's the guy that can't box? Oh, I know. Y'all gonna tell me, well, Chris Arreola ain't good though. Seven, salute, my brother. Quay Scott, salute. I know. Y'all gonna tell me, well, he can't box. I mean, Chris Arreola ain't good though. He ain't good though. Listen, Chris Arreola is good enough that if you can't box, you can't stop him with a jab. I'll say it again. Salute the Classy Mag, my brother in the super chat. Chris Arreola is good and a professional enough that if you can't box, you're not going to stop him with a jab. And with only one arm. Deontay Wilder broke his right hand in that fight, used his left jab, and stopped Chris Arreola. If you can't box, you ain't going to stop Chris Arreola with no jab. Sorry. Southpaw Boston Medium, my brother in the super chat. He said, know why Ryan can't get a mill? Because the majority of his fan base are 14-year-old who don't know the first thing about boxing. Those fans don't translate. This is a fact. It don't translate. Again, listen, people. I'm going to give you the pecking order again. Everybody has more social media following than Errol Spence, Canelo Alvarez, Ryan Garcia, and Tank Davis. And he's done bigger numbers than all three of them. I'm going to say it again. It don't translate. Errol Spence has 750,000 social media following. He doesn't even have 1 million. And then I'm going to give you another. Errol Spence and Sean Porter combined did bigger gates than Tank Davis still. And Tank Davis has more social media followers than Errol Spence and Sean Porter combined. They don't even combine for 1 million combined, and yet they still did more numbers than Tank Davis. That tells you everything you need to know. This whole social media, you need a big social media following to move the needle in boxing is a myth. It is a myth. Retro Rob TV, my brother in the super chat. Is there any difference between Ryan Garcia and Tyson Fury outside of the weight division? None. New World Era Music Group LLC, salute. None. That's why they'll deter you from platforms like mine. Because we're going to tell you the truth. I'm not trying to sell you a dream. I'm telling you the truth. Marcus Pope, salute, my brother in the super chat. 8 million followers might be fake. Why would teenagers who don't watch boxing know Ryan Garcia? Because he's an Instagram model. He models for Instagram, and you know he does those little. My kids know who Ryan Garcia is. He does those things like hitting a cobra bag with his fast hands. You know, kids they wild by stuff like that. Hey, little tricks. Like my son always showing me stuff. Dad, look at this guy. He bounced off of the trampoline and he flipped over this and he flipped. Kids. So Ryan Garcia hits the cobra bag. It looks like, is it real or is it fake? You understand that thing? It captures the imagination. Huff Link, my brother in the super chat. He said, "Blue is the truth." Salute to you, King. I appreciate you 1,000%. Man, if y'all haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to this channel, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Let's get them likes up to 2K. Let's get the likes up to 2K. Salute to my brother Deuce Dix in the super chat. J-Rock, also a boxer who really not a big social media person. He only has 78,000 social media. Right. Hey, he fought Leo Santa Cruz. Now, get this now. I'm going to show y'all something. And this is getting a little off topic, right? But Tank Davis fought Leo Santa Cruz, right? They said Leo Santa Cruz has a huge following. Leo Santa Cruz has a bigger following than Danny Garcia? No. Leo Santa Cruz, they said Devin Haney don't have a big enough following. He don't bring nothing to the table. That's what they told you, right? Right? They want to fight Ryan Garcia because he has a huge social media following. Devin Haney doesn't have a huge social media following, right? Isn't that what they told you? Okay. Leo Santa Cruz has 200,000 social media followers. Devin Haney has a million. So why'd you fight Leo Santa Cruz? If it's about the numbers or it's about the accomplishments, which one is it? Because for Ryan Garcia, they're saying, well, it's about what he brings to the table. He's not accomplished. So Devin Haney is a bigger star than Leo Santa Cruz. Well, then it's about accomplishments. You see how this works? They'll tell you it's about accomplishments when they want to choose what fighter they want to choose. When it came to Leo Santa Cruz, well, he's a 4-division champion. He don't have a huge social media following. So why are you picking Leo Santa Cruz? Well, because he's accomplished. Okay, now after Leo Santa Cruz, fight Devin Haney. Well, he don't have enough, so he don't have a big enough following. But you find Ryan Garcia, who don't have a following, who don't have any accomplishments. I'm confused. Is it about accomplishments or is it about what you bring to the table as followers? You understand? Salute my brother DOG 215. He said at that point he revealed he's a casual. Right. This is what I'm trying to tell you. But just go figure. Spencer Fearon and Tunde are historians in the sport of boxing. Don't get it wrong. They're historians, just like Max Kellerman. Max Kellerman can talk to you about boxing from years on years on years. But what they will do is, right, is they'll try to direct you in a certain direction. You understand what I'm telling you? That's the new thing, to direct you in a certain path. So this is what they do when it comes to Deontay Wilder. They try to tell you he can't fight. They try to tell you he ain't fight nobody. Well, guess what? Luis Ortiz has yet to get an opportunity to fight anybody in a big name outside of the name Deontay Wilder. Why? Why? Nobody wants to fight him. And when Deontay Wilder signed on the dotted line to fight Luis Ortiz again, you had everybody, including Sugar Ray Leonard, including Mike Tyson, including George Foreman, including so many greats that say, I don't know why he signed to fight this guy again when he ain't have to. That's what they said. Why did you sign to fight Luis Ortiz again when you ain't have to? That's what they said. But now they're going to tell you he ain't never fight nobody. He ain't never fight nobody. He fought Ortiz. And then everybody said, why would you sign to fight him again when you ain't have to? Huh? I'm confused. I thought he ain't fight nobody. He beat Bermain Stavern for the championship. He beat Chris Arreola one arm on short notice. See, here's another thing that people forget. Remember when Luis Ortiz popped and he was removed from the fight and everybody said, well, who's Wilder going to fight now? See, y'all don't remember this, but I'm going to take y'all down memory lane. Who's Wilder going to fight? See, because I got a memory. Right? And everybody said, well, he should fight that kid, Gerald Washington. This was before we know who Gerald Washington is today as a boxer. Then he was undefeated. Gerald Washington, man, he got power. He's big. He's strong. Deontay Wilder will never fight Gerald Washington on short notice. That's what they told you. When Ortiz had to be removed. He'll never fight Gerald. I think was it the Ortiz or it might have been the Alexander Povetkin. One of the two. One of the two. I don't remember if it was the Povetkin tested positive or it was Ortiz. One of the two. They was removed from the fight. And they said on short notice, he'll never fight Gerald Washington. 704 Joe, Mark Fralin, salute. Craig J, salute. Anthony Jackson J, salute. The XO of the RO, salute. Robert Pitt, Shogun 76. Tensor D, salute. Tensor D, nobody cares about 70-year-old Ortiz. Your favorite fighter does because he ain't fight him. See how that works? Who's your favorite fighter, Tenza D? Because I got time. P. Newell, my brother in the super chat. Respect to the platform, giving us that great info. Salute to you, King. Lit Tone Capone 1, salute. So they try to tell you who's who. Tenza D, tell me who your favorite fighter is. So they try to tell you what Deontay Wilder is or isn't. So this is what I'm saying. Mark should have never did that interview. You can't do an interview and you can't say everything. Chuck Palumbo, salute. Lev Ben Yisrael, salute. You can't say, well, I can't talk about this, I can't talk about that. Randy Hernandez, salute. And then say, well, it was Diaz. I mean, it was what's his name? Now I'm drawing a blank. Right hook 1000, salute. What's his name? Man, y'all know who I'm talking about. You can't say, well, no, I can't say this, I can't say that. And then say, man, Deontay Wilder ain't never fight nobody. Because this is how that looks. Let me tell you how it looks. J. Diaz, right. Let me tell you how it looks. Oh, man, he ain't never fight nobody. And then say he could never, ever beat Tyson Fury anyway. Melon Ryan, salute. So listen what he said. This is incorrect, Mark. You can't say this type of stuff. The truth, salute. You can't say Majid, salute. You can't say, oh, well, he ain't never fight nobody. Did you see the gloves? See some mob, salute. Did you see the gloves? Is the situation with Tyson Fury? No, I never seen it, but it don't matter because he couldn't beat him anyway. What are we talking about here? Todd Williams, salute. What are we talking about? D. Warren, salute. How could you say it don't matter what the gloves look like because he couldn't beat him anyway? Well, Mark, you are preparing him for these fights. And if he ain't listening and he not following your instructions, then you should have exit stage left. Alex Caron, salute. Chad Brand, salute. You should have exit stage left. Todd Williams, salute. Hey, man, I can't get you on board. I can't get you to listen. I can't get you to follow these instructions. You ain't going to win this way. Listen, man, my reputation is on the line. My career is on the line. My future is on the line. Champ, it was great dealing with you. I appreciate you. But you don't want to get back to the basics. You ain't trying to follow the game plan. I'm going to have to go. I'm going to have to go. I can't stick around for this. Because you're doing yourself a disservice. And me and my career. Reese Bro, salute. Anthony Jackson, Texas Bulldog Boxing, salute. You're doing me and my career and yourself a disservice. So I'm going to have to leave. I'm going to have to leave. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Hey, man, this dude is not. We see Coach Ronnie Shields do it all the time. Hey, man, this dude, you ain't follow, you don't want to do it. I'm going. I'm going. I got to go. Because it looks bad. So you stayed around, you stick around. He's not following no instructions. He's not doing anything. He's not following. He loses. And then you like, well, I knew this was going to happen. Because he wasn't doing nothing he was supposed to. It's wrong. Randolph Witherspoon, salute. Adewale M, my brother in Super Chat. Salute Blue in the chat. Ryan Garcia follows the teenagers who can't afford the fights. Hashtag Bomb Squad. Facts. It don't translate. Jay Gibson, salute. And so this is why I told you, Weedy Winneman, salute. This is why I told you guys. Patrick Gallimore, salute. The stage is set for Deontay Wilder, the biggest return to the top in the history of sports. Patrick Gallimore, salute. Salute to the ATL. This is going to be the biggest return to the top in the history of sports. Alan Herbert, salute. in the history of sports because the deck is completely stacked against him. Completely. This dude has one loss and it has an asterisk by it. And everybody says he is done. Really? Including Mark. He has one loss in his career and it has an asterisk by it, and everybody's saying he's done. But yet, now let me give you an example. Muhammad Ali lost to Joe Frazier. Right? Muhammad Ali lost to Joe Frazier. Did everybody say he was done? Right? Remember, he don't got no legs. It's over. He can't bounce. He ain't gonna bounce back. The layoff was too much. His career's over. What did Muhammad Ali turn out to be? He's done. He ain't got no legs. It's over. Too much to lay off. It hurt him. He ain't gonna be able to come back. It's over. One loss. One loss. To a guy that was perceived to be the best fighter in the world. Here we go. Muhammad Ali could box. Juan Zamora. Jafari Caesar, my brother, salute in the super chat. Fury heard about Wilder firing Breland before we knew. Oh, for sure. Juan Zamora, Ali could box. And what does that mean? He still lost. He still lost. He still lost. He could box, but he still lost. So what's your point? He could still box, but he lost. A loss is a loss. I don't care if you can box or you can't. A loss is a loss. A loss is a loss. He could box, but he lost. I'm confused. So that means what? And furthermore, the last thing to go is your power, not your boxing ability. Actually, your timing and your reflexes is the first thing to go. So you're better suited to be a power puncher than a boxer because your skill set and your timing and your reflexes is the first thing to go as you age. That's the first thing to go. So you're better suited to have power because that'll take you a longer way, as we saw with George Foreman. George Foreman wasn't boxing nobody when he came back at 45 years old. He had power, and he was taking a lot of punishment. So what did boxing have to do with it? Look how Roy Jones fell off compared to Bernard Hopkins. Look at their careers. Was it ever even an argument who was the better of the two in their prime? But as soon as Roy Jones hit that wall and his reflexes and his timing and everything faded, whose career was better? Bernard Hopkins fought to 50 years old. Roy Jones was getting knocked out in what we call, quote unquote, in his 30s. In his 30s. So I'm confused. You better suited to have to have power, to be able to rely on your power. That's the last thing to go. So Bernard Hopkins fought till he's 50 years old. Look how and then he came back and beat Roy Jones. Because Roy Jones' athletic ability wasn't there. So who was the better boxer? Bernard Hopkins or Roy Jones? Because Roy Jones now is just proving that he just was the better athlete. He wasn't the better boxer. Uh-oh. Who was the better athlete or the better boxer? Donald now, 65-year-old G Grant. Triple OG in the building. What's good with you? Yeah, you see how that works? Syndicate J, salute. That works with people that don't know boxing. JV said you need boxing skills for a longer career. You need to go do your homework. Because power will take you a long way in the sport of boxing. Not saying that you don't need to be able to box at all. Of course, they could all box. Some better than others. Some better than others. Is Vladimir Klitschko the best boxer? He just went tooth and nail with on the wrong side of 40, coming off a 2-year layoff and a loss. Tab investment salute against Anthony Joshua, went tooth and nail with a young, big strapping heavyweight. Was that his boxing skills or his power was still very, very present? Now he has boxing skills. Now I'm gonna ask you, look at Amir Khan's career. All the boxing skills in the world. What's going on with him? I'll wait. Where's Amir Khan right now? What is he doing? See how that works? Now you have got some guys that are still in the army. Let me ask you a question. Manny Pacquiao is still boxing. Is he the most skillful boxer? Or he still has a bit of that athletic ability with that power? Is he the most skillful boxer, Manny Pacquiao? Is Manny Pacquiao a skillful boxer? No. He's awkward. He still has athletic ability, and he still has the power. See that? KBM, salute. My brother, William Old School Ardette in the super chat. Keep preaching, Blue, and wake people up with the facts. Salute to my brother, William Old School Ardette. Now you have anomalies like Floyd Mayweather, who completely just transformed his career in the second half. But it just is what it is. So therefore, right? Deontay Wilder has the highest knockout ratio in the history of sport of boxing. Arguably the hardest puncher, or the hardest puncher that graced the sport of boxing. So you're going to tell me at the very least he don't have a puncher's chance? If that was the case, then Tyson Fury would be, listen, make the fight happen. Let me get it over with. No. He's not doing that. You know why? For one, it's going to be viewed with a magnifying glass. For two, he know that power is still very, very present. That's why. Jackie Robb, my brother in the super chat. George Foreman beat a young Michael Moore at 40 plus to become the oldest heavyweight champion ever with all power. No defense, no speed. George Foreman didn't display a lick of defense. He was getting hit with any and everything. Not a lick of defense. All George Foreman had was timing, smarts, and power. That's it. No foot speed, no hand speed, no defense. None of the above. So the table is set for Deontay Wilder, and y'all know it. Melanated Royalty, salute. Y'all know it. The table is set for the greatest return back to grace in the sport of boxing. Dwayne Yosef, salute. Justin Sweet, salute. It's set. And everybody know it. But they don't want him to interfere with the biggest fight they are trying to portray in boxing, and that's Joshua versus Fury. And how could it fight? Again, I'm going to ask y'all this question again. How could Todd Friend 600 salute? How could Anthony Joshua doesn't have a lick of say-so in its negotiations. Money Brown TV, my brother Money, what's good? Go subscribe to my brother Money Brown TV. Anthony Joshua doesn't have a lick of a say-so in this entire negotiations because Anthony Joshua, Marcus Dobson, salute. Black Steel, salute. Malik Haru Assad, salute. Anthony Joshua has stated on numerous occasions that there's no point in fighting Tyson Fury if it's not in the UK. Green Hulk Dunham, salute. Didn't Anthony Joshua say, I won't fight Deontay Wilder for undisputed nowhere else but on the UK soil because the UK fans deserve it? Isn't that what he said? Now, he's the two-time unified champion, but Tyson Fury and his team get to maneuver around because Tyson Fury can't fight in the UK, and they want to have this fight take place outside the UK and outside the United States. And Anthony Joshua has no say-so. If that don't tell you everything you need to know, I don't know what will. Mr. Tally 140, salute. Because we clearly know if it was up to Anthony Joshua, this fight would be at Wembley Stadium. We going in the UK, salute. Dry case, Morris, salute. Cecil Mob, salute. He said, what you talking about? I'm talking about in the UK, y'all not getting your fight on UK soil and being happy about it just because you got 2 representatives participating. That's what I'm talking about. Earl Harmon, salute. That's what I'm talking about. Jonas Khalid, he said the pandemic, no Wembley. That's everywhere. Avarsky Boston, salute. That's everywhere. This is global pandemic. This is not local. Father Strength, salute. This is not local. This is global. There's nothing open. There's nothing open. Nowhere. Give me the stadium. If it was, then we will be getting Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos Jr. in Australia. Raymond B, salute. Jay Gibson, salute. Chewy Coronado, salute. FGDGFFG, whatever your name is, salute to you, brother. I can't, it's a lot of letters. Jermaine Jubilee, salute. Smash the like button. We should have at least 1.5 likes, right? DSA1, salute. Right? So there's nothing open. Mike Muted, salute. I'm a casual UFC fan. I'm going to be honest with you. Michael Enrique, Low D's TV, salute. Business is business, bro. People go where the money is. So then you're telling me we going in the UK, right? U3, my brother, U3, what's good? So what you're telling me is Anthony Joshua wasn't telling the truth then the entire time. That's what you're saying. C cut, salute. And so when it came to him and Deontay Wilder, he clearly didn't want to fight, right? See, it don't work both ways, brother. It don't work both ways. See, because he said he couldn't fight Deontay Wilder in the United States for no amount of money because he owed it to the UK and the UK fans to have that fight right on UK soil. That's what he said. So now he would go and fight outside the UK without any fans in attendance for the money. I'll call those Hughes, salute. Smooth Groove Boxer, salute. Trey BD the Real, salute. So that's what you're telling me. He'll go and fight Tyson Fury outside of the UK for the money, but he wouldn't fight for Undisputed, but he wouldn't fight Deontay Wilder in the United States with fans for the money. That's what you're telling me. See how this works? You gotta be very, very precise when you're dealing with me, bro. Kareem Ebanks, salute. My brother CB Sports TV, my brother Carl Burrell, salute. Macadocious Mac of the South, salute. See, when you're talking to me, you gotta be very, very. Listen, I play chess, not checkers, and I'm a counter debater. Mr. CYP, salute. Jonathan Trotter, salute. So when it came to Deontay Wilder, what did Anthony Joshua say on record? I cannot fight Deontay Wilder in the United States for no amount of money because I owe it to the UK fans that have Undisputed on UK soil. He also then said, now things change, bro. Right. Of course it do change. Of course it do, right? You know why? You know why it changed? You know why it changed? Now be honest. You know why it changed? Now tell the people why. You say, yeah, bro, things change, bro. It's the boxing business, not just boxing. Right. So Anthony Joshua said it didn't make sense for him to fight Tyson Fury if it wasn't on UK soil. So why is he fighting Tyson Fury not on UK soil? But didn't fight Deontay Wilder with fans in attendance in the United States for Undisputed. Larry Abram Smith, my brother in the super chat. He said, salute, Blue. Hashtag LDBC. Yes, sir. Salute to you, King. So just say it that he didn't want to fight with Wilder. Because they went this whole route of trying to tell us that well, he's a bigger star. He's the biggest star in boxing. He's fight. He sells out Wembley Stadium. So now he's willing to fight outside of the UK. Is what you're telling me, with no fans in attendance or very little fans in attendance. That's okay with Joshua. That's what you're telling me. That's what changed. So what you're telling me is he's no longer committed to the UK and the UK fans. That's what you're saying. See, I could do this all day. So he's no longer committed to the UK and the UK fans. That's what you're telling me. Eric Salazar, my brother in Super Chat. Who wins, Corrales versus Tank? Tyson versus Frazier? I think Joe Frazier wins, and I think Diego Corrales wins. Bobo, salute. I think Joe Frazier wins, and I think Diego Corrales wins. Joe Frazier was a harder, more explosive version of Evander Holyfield. Yep. Eddie Hearn, yep. You three, 1,000% correct. Because Deontay Wilder didn't sign the contract. That's why, bro. Okay, I'm not going to get into that because you clearly are misinformed. See how that works? What contract didn't he sign? He offered him $50 million to fight here in the States. And Anthony Joshua said he could not fight in the States. I just told you what he said. And now you're saying Deontay Wilder didn't sign the contract. What contract didn't he sign? Yeah, the contract he asked for, I'll sign the contract for $12 million flat fee, but I have to have a rematch clause. And they said no. But this is the same Eddie Hearn that says, I would not allow not near one of my fighters. Go look at it on IFL TV. I wouldn't let one of my fighters that's a champion fight in any championship fight without a rematch clause. That's what Eddie Hearn said. But yet, he tried to get Deontay Wilder, who was a champion longer than Anthony Joshua, who was the longest reigning champion in the sport of boxing. He tried to get him to fight a fight for undisputed, not just a unification, not just a championship, but undisputed without a rematch clause. But this is the same Eddie Hearn that's on record as saying, I would never let not near one of my fighters who is a champion fight without a rematch clause. Right. Terry Smoot Jr., my brother, salute. Right. Again, I told you, man, you got to be, I play chess, not checkers, bro. I play chess, not checkers. Prime Minister, my brother in Super Chat. He said, much respect, Blue Blood. Keep giving them the whole truth and shooting down those false narratives created by mainstream media. Salute to you, King. No doubt. Be that bitch. Peace and blessings, Queen. Where you been at? Lee Campbell, salute. I ain't see you in a month for days over here. Junior Quan, salute. I ain't see you in a month for days over here, Queen. Toby Powell, my brother, salute in the super chat. He said, why did Deontay keep JD as Dean? I can't be mad at Breland defending himself against Wilder, but his whole team failed him that night. Diaz got to go. That's the problem, right? And again, people know, I love Mark. But Mark didn't defend himself. He didn't defend himself at all. Keith White, salute. All he did was downplay Deontay Wilder's career. He didn't defend himself. So you're saying you can't blame him for defending himself, but he didn't defend himself. He didn't say he did or didn't do anything. Benjamin Harrington, salute. So he didn't defend himself. He didn't say, I ain't do that. And he's, he's putting it on me. That's not what he said. He didn't defend himself at all. As Tunde said, he did in the interview, he just did like this. What that mean? They said, Tunde and Spencer Fearon said, well, they took that as him saying, no, he didn't do it. Well, how you going to take that as? That's putting words in his mouth. Jeff, the producer, Chris Ray, salute. Mr. Kazimo Machino, salute. That's putting words in his mouth. He didn't say that. He didn't say yes or no. Del Rock Strong, salute. Latifah Dean Bird, peace of blessings, Queen. He didn't say yes or no. Oh man, be that bitch. I'm sorry to hear that. Blessings to you. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. My brother, Legendary Top Cats in the building. Go subscribe to my brother, Legendary Top Cats, man. He resides in Texas, but he Harlem through and through. Nick J, peace of blessings, Queen. How you doing? She said that hand swipe wasn't enough for me. Absolutely not. The Queen was like, this didn't mean nothing. She said, this mean he said, I ain't talking about it. Right. She said it could have made a plethora of things. This could have meant, go ahead, next question. That's what she said. And she was 1000% right. This don't mean nothing. That didn't mean nothing. Eric Salazar, my brother in the super chat, does Blue believe Breland spiked Wilder's water? And listen, man, this is what I'm going by. Deontay Wilder said that was the case. That's all I could go by. Only he know his body. Who are we to say he didn't? This is what I told Deontay. This is what I told Tay. And listen, more so Tay will tell you. Deontay ain't gonna come on here and tell you, but Tay will tell you. I told him, I always tell Tay, I want to believe he didn't do it. If Tay is here, he could tell you. Tay, what did I always tell you, Tay? I want to believe he didn't do that. I want to believe he wouldn't do that. That's what but who am I to say, like Deontay said, hey man, this dude sat down and broke bread with me and my kids, and now he's sitting there saying he never cared about me. Now he's sitting there saying he never cared about me, but he sat down and broke bread with my kids. So that means he's always had something against me. He never had my best interest at heart. How could I debate that with Deontay? Because I could say, hey, bro, he's a good dude. Deontay could say, yeah, he may be a good dude to you, but he ain't to me. So I'm going to give you an example, right? We could look at the situation with Panama Lewis, right? And we could say, salute to my brother Michael Bernard in the super chat. Appreciate you. We could look at the situation with Panama Lewis, right? And you could say, Panama Lewis didn't do that with all the fighters. He only did that with one, and maybe in one fight or two fights. So that particular fight, those fighters could say, yeah, he ain't do it to you. So I could say, man, he ain't never do that to me in my fight. And the in reverse, they could say, yeah, he ain't never do it to you, but he did it to me. Big Ferg, salute. Dre Finer, salute. Ray Wallace, salute. You understand what I'm saying? So if Tay is here, he'll tell you. I always said I don't want to believe he would do something like that. But what I will always tell Tay, hey, listen, I seen stranger things. When you grow up like I grew up in Harlem and in Hempstead and in Freeport, man, you seen some friends turn foe quickly. Quickly. You seen friends turn foe quickly. The power of the dollar. Nothing surprised me. You kidding me? You kidding me? Man, listen. Salute to my brother Jackie Robb in the super chat once again. He said people don't dislike Wilder the boxer, but Wilder the person. If he acted like Tyson outside the ring, he would be beloved. He would be loved. Fact. But they ain't even love Mike Tyson. You know when they love Mike Tyson? When he calmed down. You know when they love Muhammad Ali? They ain't love Muhammad Ali. Let's stop acting like they did. They didn't love Muhammad Ali. Well, Triple X, salute. He said Amityville in the building. Right. I know you seen some things out in the Ville, in Wyandands, in Copeg. I know you seen some things out there. Chaz Bleak 0573. Salute. Right? Come on. Let's be real here. Joseph Hawkins said, who didn't love Muhammad Ali? The mass majority of the people didn't love Muhammad Ali. What you think? What you need to do your research, man. Go look at Muhammad Ali's story. Go look at what Muhammad Ali said. He said, I know they don't love me. They just got to accept me because I'm winning. Go look what he said. Slicey, salute. Slicey says, son really front he island. I don't understand what that means. Tay Browns, peace of blessings, queen. Keith White, salute. My brother Keon, everything boxing and sports. Salute, my brother. Go subscribe to my brother Keon, everything boxing and sports. June BK, salute. Paul Kerrick, my brother, salute in the super chat. He said, peace, Blue, and my LDBC family. Salute to you, King. Jonathan Trotter, salute. Elijah Hannon, salute. Shang Tsung, salute. Right? So people didn't love Muhammad Ali. Jay Good, my brother, salute. Right? People didn't love Muhammad Ali. He was beloved, right? When things changed in his life. Brad Call, salute. You see what I'm saying? So let's not act like he was beloved from the beginning of his career to the end, because he wasn't. Hindsight. Hindsight is 2020. Now everybody loved Muhammad Ali. It's just like you saw Martin Luther King, his daughter. You see what she said on his birthday? Now she said, "Don't act like everybody loved my dad because they didn't." Q, salute. That's what she said. Yeah, now everybody loved Muhammad Ali. Huff Link, my brother in the super chat. He said they don't like Wilder's complexion, period. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. You see what I'm saying? So you know, who am I to tell Deontay Wilder, hey man, yo, nothing was wrong with your water? How does that sound? How does that sound? I just want people to just think about that. How could somebody tell you right now, if you say, man, I don't feel good, how could they tell you, man, you feel good? You just make an excuse not to go to work. Imagine that. Omega Red, salute. Imagine that. How could somebody tell you, hey man, I don't feel good, man. You feel good, man. He said he felt like he wasn't right from the beginning, and everybody admits that. Everybody, you talk to everybody and be like, man, did that look like Deontay Wilder? No, it didn't look like him. Everybody will say that. Man, it looked like something was wrong from the beginning. Everybody says that. It looked like something was wrong from the beginning. So then when he says something, he thinks something was wrong with his water, then why are you saying, man, ain't nothing wrong with your water? Huh? Imagine this. Let me give you an example. Imagine Floyd Mayweather come out to the ring, right? And his defense is null and void. He's just getting hit with all punches. He's getting hit to the body. He's missing his counters. He's just getting hit. He loses. And we like, man, what happened to Floyd? That ain't even look like Floyd. Man, his defense was off. That didn't look like Floyd. Right? That didn't resemble nothing like Floyd Mayweather. He looked completely off. Right? And then Floyd say, man, I think somebody did something to my water or something, man. I wasn't right. And then we be like, oh, Floyd making up excuses. Huh? You know what you watch for 49 fights. So in the 50th fight, Floyd don't look right and he getting hit. And you saying this the whole time. And then he says, man, I think something happened to my water. And then be like, oh, man, Floyd making up excuses. Tunde yesterday said he ain't look right. Everybody said he ain't look right. But as soon as he say, well, my water, I think something happened. Oh, man, he's making excuses. This is what we do. Michael Bernard, my brother in Super Chat, he said, how long have you been studying the boxing game? Man, I've been in and around the sport of boxing since I was a kid. A little kid at that. Prime Minister, my brother in Super Chat, I can't give you a number like 20 years or not. I can't do that since I was a kid. Prime Minister, my brother in Super Chat, he said, Ali, Black Pride on TV in the 60s was a no-no. Facts. And nobody liked him. There was people that liked him. Slim Jim 314, salute. But let's not act like he was globally loved like he is today. My brother Drew Titan, salute. Go subscribe to my brother Drew Titan. Let's not act like Muhammad Ali was globally loved like he is today's time. Because he wasn't. Anthony Paul, salute. That's a very bad comparison to put Floyd and Wilder in the same category. Did anybody just hear me? This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. I'm confused. Anthony Paul, what are you talking about? I'm confused. This is why the sport of boxing is always in disarray. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You didn't understand the comparison? Joseph Hawkins said you just compared Floyd to Wilder. Pull counter boxing, salute. I don't understand. This only in this sport of boxing can you get fans that just are this disconnected that they don't understand an example I just gave. Did I just say that Deontay Wilder was Floyd Mayweather? Did anybody hear me say that? Did anybody hear me say that Floyd Mayweather and Deontay Wilder was the same fighter? Did anybody hear me say that? Did anybody hear me say that? Anybody? Did anybody hear me say that? So what I just said, you just took it and said, oh, you compared Deontay to Floyd Mayweather. I don't understand. I don't understand boxing. I don't understand boxing fans. I don't understand boxing fans. He said you should never put the names in the same category. Yeah, I should. Because Deontay Wilder is a Hall of Famer. Joseph Hawkins. He successfully defended his title more times than Muhammad Ali. Joseph Hawkins. He has the highest knockout ratio in the history of the sport of boxing. Joseph Hawkins. He's an Olympic bronze medalist in only a year. Joseph Hawkins. So he's a Hall of Famer. Joseph Hawkins. Eric Salazar, can you box? Yes, I can. Salute my brother Eric Salazar in the super chat. He said, can you box? Yes, I can. Am I a professional boxer? No. Can I box? Yes. Life, love, peace and blessings, Queen. She said you did not say they were the same. Thank you, Queen. I never said that. So where did you get that from? And then Joseph, well, you shouldn't put them in the same category. So if that's the case, I should never put Muhammad Ali in the same category as Floyd Mayweather, who had multiple losses and lost to a guy in Spinks who only had in single-digit fights. Would you ever seen Floyd Mayweather? Spinks is an all-time great, and rest in power to Spinks. Okay, let me just do you an example. Spinks had a total of 6 fights and beat Muhammad Ali. At any point in time in 1978, Muhammad Ali was born in 42. So in 78, he was 36. At 36 years old, would you put a guy with only 7 fights in the ring with Floyd Mayweather, and one of those 7 fights was a draw? Would you put that man, would they even sanction a fight with Floyd Mayweather at 36 years old, a guy that had 7 fights in his career? Joseph Hawkins. Jackie Rob, my brother in the super chat once again. He said Breland said he didn't give water to Wilder in a recent interview. If you go back, you will see him giving Wilder water. For sure. So Joseph Hawkins, would you put Floyd Mayweather? Because see, these are the things that people don't understand. Muhammad Ali is considered the greatest of all time. He lost to a guy at 36 years old. He lost to a guy that only had a total of 7 fights, and one of those 7 fights, he was 6-1. On the mic, my brother Terrence Bailey Sr. Salute. Go subscribe to my brother on the mic with Terrence Bailey Sr. And don't tell me about hindsight. Don't tell me about what Leon Spinks turned out to be, because I'm talking about in the present. So at the present, would you put a guy in the ring with Floyd Mayweather when he was 36 years old with a guy that had only 7 fights? Yes or no? And don't tell me Spinks turned out to be a Hall of Famer. No, I ain't talking about hindsight. Don't tell me what his achievements was. I'm talking about at 6-0. When Errol Spence was 6-0, would you put him in the ring with Floyd Mayweather? When Terrence Crawford was 6-0, would you put him in the ring with Floyd Mayweather? Yes or no? That guy George, salute. Would you? Jerron Ennis, all the talent in the world. At 6-0, would you put him in the ring with Floyd Mayweather? No, you wouldn't, right? No, you wouldn't, right? But everybody glosses over that because what Spinks turned out to be, what Leon Spinks turned out to be. So everybody glosses over it because what he turned out to be a Hall of Famer. But he finished his career with 26 wins and 17 losses and 3 draws. Willie Beecham, salute. He said, what's your point? Willie Beecham, did you just come in on this? Bunny B.A., my brother, salute. Did you just come in on what I was saying? Willie Beecham? You saying, what's my point? The brother said, don't compare Deontay Wilder to Floyd Mayweather. I wasn't comparing, I was using an example. But since he said don't compare him, I shouldn't even put him in the same breath. Then I said, well, then you shouldn't even put Muhammad Ali in the same breath with Floyd Mayweather. That's the case. Because if you gloss over the history and the fighters that he fought, some of the fighters that he fought, well, I can make a case that he ain't fight the absolute best in his career too. You could do that with every single fighter. Deontay Wilder is a Hall of Famer right now. Successfully defended his titles 10 times. Held the belt for 5 years. He became Olympic bronze medalist in a year and a half. Von D. Gamer, salute. Who you know to do stuff like that? He took up boxing at 19 years old and then became Olympic bronze medalist. and became an Olympic bronze medalist. So Deontay Wilder is a Hall of Famer. So I'm putting a Hall of Famer, I'm comparing a Hall of Famer to a Hall of Famer. Plain and simple. And so what do you understand? I don't understand. Goldie Boyley, salute. Kevin Slims, my brother in the super chat. He said, look what happened to Loma fighting Salido after one pro fight. Right. Right, my brother on the mic with Terrence Bailey Sr. Go subscribe to my brother on the mic with Terrence Bailey Sr. Kenny Peach 504, salute. My brother I Am Ill Will. Go subscribe to my brother I Am Ill Will. He said all for the love of his daughter. Right. So he just was motivated. Romel Lane, 19 to the Olympics is very impressive. Will never happen again. Facts. Buddy Road Truck Trap Sports, salute. Aleem Nasir, salute. D Green, Eduardo Santiago, salute. But nobody does their homework. That's the problem. If you don't do your homework and you don't do your research, right, you just go by what they tell you. Oh, well, this guy was just the greatest of all time. Yeah, he is, man. You can't dispute that. Reese 1871, salute. Mr. Pac-Man, salute. It's just like Floyd Mayweather used to say. When Floyd Mayweather, see, Muhammad Ali used to say the same thing, but they don't remember that though. They don't know nothing about that. See, when Muhammad Ali said, "I'm the greatest, I'm the GOAT," they said, "How could he?" When he said, "I'm the greatest, I'm the GOAT," they used to say, "How could Muhammad Ali dare to fix his face to say he the greatest of all time? He better than Sugar Ray Robinson. He better than Joe Louis. How could he dare say that?" Now you saying it's normal. Kenny Gonzalez, salute. And like Floyd Mayweather said, I ain't getting this business to say Muhammad Ali was better than me. I gave the sport everything I got. So why can't I say I'm TBE? And what they say about Floyd Mayweather, man, how dare Floyd Mayweather say he TBE? That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Trevin Smith, salute. Frederick Moore, salute. P. Newell, my brother, salute in the super chat. He said, these clowns are real, Blue. This is a fact. You can't make this stuff up, P. Newell. Salute to my brother P. Newell in that super chat, always showing love. You can't make this stuff up. How many likes we got, man? Smash that like button. We should have at least 1.7 likes. MP WTF, salute. I got you, Terrence Bailey. I'm gonna tune into that. Ask him why he don't come over here when you do. Joe Harley, salute. JT, my brother, salute in the super chat. A poll done in 1967 voted MLK the most disliked man in America. Mandela was considered the end, so it was Johnson, Ali, and now Wilder. All greats. Facts, JT. But now they love him, though. Now they love him, though. Now, if you say anything against the grain, including them, oh man, how could you dare? In hindsight, something. Goldie Boyley, salute. Timothy 72-688, salute. JX, my brother in super chat. Comparing parts of people's careers is not saying they're equal or better. Thank you. All I said was, I said, imagine, this is what I said. Okay, Terrence. Okay, Terrence. So imagine this, right? I said, this is a simple example. I said, imagine Floyd Mayweather. He's known for his defense. Imagine him coming in the ring and displaying no defense and getting hit with everything. And then after the fight, he's saying, listen, I think somebody did something with my water. Now, the entire fight, you're looking at the fight and you're saying, hey, man, this dude don't look the same. This guy don't look the same. He don't look like his normal self. And then he says, without you even asking him, hey, I ain't feel like myself, man. I think someone's done with the water or something. And then people be like, oh, man, he making an excuse. But your whole time you're saying, hey, Floyd Mayweather don't look like himself. He don't look like he having defense. Where's his defense? That's what I'm saying with Wilder. He wasn't sitting down on his punches. His power didn't have the same effect on him as they normally does, right? His balance was off. Everybody admits this. Everybody says, yeah, he didn't look right. But then on the flip side, you say, but There is no but. There's no but. If you're telling me if Michael Jordan is playing in the game and he don't look right, he don't look right. If you can see it and then he says, I don't feel it, then you know something was wrong. Your hunch was right. It's just like Kurt said. When I watched the fight with Cotto and Margarito, he said, man, something didn't look right with Margarito and his gloves. And then it turns out there's something wrong with the gloves and his wraps. And then we're going to say, yeah, but Cotto just being a diva. What are we talking about here? John Blaze 06, my brother in Super Chat. Salute to you, Blue. Keep spitting them facts on them. They don't know any better. Facts. This is why I do it. Smash that like button, man. This is why I do it. So you have people, Mr. 6 Second, salute. Marvin Pritchard, salute. Myth the Legend, salute. So imagine this. JV, salute. Ardenas Tillman, salute. You got people saying, hey, man, he ain't look right. He ain't look right. But then when he says, hey, my legs wasn't there from the beginning, they say, well, he said it was the suit. Well, show me the link where he said it was the suit. Bay Ray Music, salute. Show me where he said it was the suit. Show me the link where he said it was the suit. Show me. There is none. Kevin Slims, salute, my brother in the super chat. Kevon Slims. He said Sergio Martinez, the only boxer I know that I know of that started boxing in the 20s and dominated. Facts. Beat your man, salute. So when he says, you know, Pensacola, salute. Oh, we got one. We got another one. Watch this now. So when we know he started late and he's become an Olympic bronze medalist, come on, man. Come on, man. His will and determination, what he turned himself into as a professional boxer, is amazing. Now, Beat Your Man, he said, shaking my head, where's all the proof of these allegations? Now, Beat Your Man, I'm glad you said that. I have proof of, and I can show you Tyson Fury's gloves and stuff like that. So, where's Tyson Fury denying that there's anything not wrong with it? Since you want proof from Wilder. I got to show you proof? Okay, let me show you some proof. Now, only honest people is what I want to deal with. That's all. That's all we're going to do here. Does this look like a normal injury when you're dealing with a non-puncher? No, right? Does that look like a normal injury sustained when you're dealing with a non-puncher? Right there. Look at that now. Okay, so he need proof. So let me show you. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going though. Watch this now. Because where'd you go, good brother? Don't disappear on me. Don't disappear on me. What's your name? Where'd you go? I don't want you to disappear. I want you to stay here, and I want you to respond just like you was able to beat your man. Beat your man. I want you to stay and respond just like you was quick to text and say, where's Deontay Wilder's proof? Now, I'm going to show you some stuff, and I want you to give me your honest answer. RGJ3 Boxer, my brother in Super Chat. He said, Wilder's power took him places. No matter what road he was in, he could put you on the floor. F.A. Jabba is next in line for a Dominic Brazil replay. Oh, for sure. I can't understand where that came from F.A. Jabba. I don't understand that. Larry Ibram Smith, my brother in Super Chat. Salute, Blue. Glad to hear your perspective, bro. Hashtag Bomb Squad. Yes, sir. You know, and I don't, you know, I try when it comes to things like this, you know, I listen, man, don't like it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to give you the truth. So now, beat your man. Make sure you stay. Don't block him. Don't time him out. Don't do none of that. Please. I want him to stay. I want him to explain some things. Don't time them out. Don't block them. Don't do any of that. And we know your text bar work because you just put texts in the chat. You was just able to comment in the chat. So I want your honest assessment, please. Honest assessment only. If you can't do it, let us know, and then we'll move on. Now, does this look normal to you? Beat your man. Does that look normal to you? Because you said, where's the proof and all of this stuff, right? Where'd you go, beat your man? Mr. Boxing Today, my brother, what's good? Go subscribe to my brother. Go subscribe to my brother, man. Where you go? Mr. Boxing Today, too. Go subscribe to my brother. Does this look normal, beat your man? Where'd you go? Meech Hoover, salute. Beat your man, where'd you go? Is he still here or did he leave? Black Soul 1906, salute. Where'd he go? Beat your man is still here, right? Box fan, salute. He's still here, right? King Slim 202, salute. Beat your man looks like no padding. Okay. And that's his right hand, right? Beat your man. So now, if I have zero to little padding in my gloves, right? I'm going to give you another picture. And these are all original pictures. That's his right hand, right? That's his right hand. Beat your man. 1010, salute. Beat your man. That's his right hand. Right? See, people will say glove gate or because all of this stuff instead, but they know they see the truth. They know they see the truth. So this is not just hearsay. This is truth. You see the glove with no padding. This is a legit picture. Right? Is there any padding in that? Beat your man. Is there any padding in there? Raging Hulk 74. Salute. Is there any padding in there? Now, that's his right hand. Right? Now, let me show you something. I'm going to show you something. That's his right hand. Let me give you an example. That's his hand wrap. Moped Mosley, salute. Varvar's World, salute. Look, this is his right hand. Carlos Realist, salute. Okay? Right glove. Don't it look eerie similar? You can count the fingers, right? You can count the fingers, right? Look at that. Ring finger, middle finger, pointer finger, thumb, right? Very next picture, look at the hand wrap. Looks eerie similar, right? Okay. Now, when you're dealing with the right hand, this is the left side of Deontay Wilder's. This is the left side of Deontay Wilder's head. Now that's the left side. So what would make contact the most? Trailblazer, salute. 70H2, Trailblazer, salute. Rashard Livingston, salute. So now, what would make the most contact with the left side of Deontay Wilder's head? If you know boxing, you know. Carl Brown, salute. Alexander Mira, salute. Right? If you know boxing, you know, right? Charlie J, salute. What's going to make the most contact with the left side of his head? The right hand, right? Now, the left glove is it completely intact, as we can see, right? No issues with the left glove, right? Only the right glove. Now, we know where he sustained the injuries, right? Okay, so now the left glove is intact. There's nothing on the right side of his face. The right side's had nothing. JV said, bro, Wilder ain't no Hall of Famer. Goodbye. I'm not even going to debate that. Goodbye. Goodbye. I'm not even going to debate that. See that? Certain comments, I don't even give the time of day. If you can come here and say Wilder's not even a Hall of Famer, okay. Right? So now, this is the left side, the right side, right? Nothing going on over here. The left side where the right hand makes the most contact, right? Has all the injuries. This is the right glove with little to zero padding in it. That's where the injury is sustained. That's the right hand. The left hand with the right side is intact. No problems. None. So you can clearly see what's going on. Eric Salazar, my brother, salute. Corrales versus Castillo, greatest fight to me. Corrales beat Freitas, Casamayor, and Castillo. He's underrated. What's your favorite fight and fighter? Mike Webb, salute. My favorite fight. Oh man. Hagler, Leonard and Hagler. My favorite fighter. I don't have one single favorite fighter. Big Trueberry, salute. Yeah, it do, man. Christopher Sam, salute. It truly does. P. Machinio, salute. I've never understood this. It's amazing. It's overwhelming. They just come in drones. Aaron White, salute. It's in drones. It's in drones. He ain't a Hall of Famer. He ain't a Hall of Famer. 3 states below, salute. Huh? He's an Olympic gold medalist. He successfully defended his title 10 times. He has the highest knockout ratio in the history of sport of boxing. Knocked down or knocked out every opponent he's faced. But I know. See, when you tell them that and you give them the facts, then they're going to try to say, then they use opinionated stuff to try to debate you. Like, well, he ain't never fight nobody. You see? See, because then you could debate the resume. Real McCoy, he said Breland kept it real, Blue. How? How? Carter, salute. Zima Rigo, salute. How? How did you come up with that conclusion? My great brother. Kevin Slims, my brother in Super Chat once again. He said, no one can explain to me how Fury became a knockout puncher in that second. He hit Wilder with the same punch in the first fight. This is a fact. But they don't want to breezy cool salute. They don't want to deal with that though. See, we deal with facts over feelings. They don't want to deal with that. Facts over feelings. They don't want to deal with that. They don't want to address that. Kevin Bob, salute. Toombs, Hall of Fame for beating Right. So he miraculously got knockout power. Right? He has a total of see, let me ask you a question. How many actual knockouts does he have? How many actual knockouts does he have? Does anybody know that? How many actual knockouts does he have? How many knockouts? Jelani Everett, he said 21. Nope.
You telling them to subscribe?
Mm-hmm.
You're almost to 100K.
They taking long. How many knockouts Fury have? Yeah, Southpaw Boxing Media, Fury. How many knockouts Fury have? Southpaw Boxing Media said 21. Nope. Nope. Be That Bitch said 21. Nope. My brother, Melanated Royalty. He hit it on the nose. 4. 4. 4. Grady Green, salute. 4. Rex Jamal, Detroit, BC, salute. Kyrie Randall, salute. Jose Diaz says too little to call. 4. He only has 4 KOs in his career. But now, in 31 fights, he has 4 knockouts. The rest are stoppages. Overwhelming, right? You're overwhelming somebody, right? When you're overwhelming somebody, right? Christopher Sam, salute. He said 4 is correct. Yeah, 4. So that means it's safe to say, right, Moped Mosley, there's a difference between stoppages and actual KOs, right? So then it's safe to say he's not the biggest puncher in the world, right? It's safe to say that, right? So it's safe to say he's not the biggest puncher, right? But overnight, he developed a punching power that you didn't see in the first fight. They went 12 rounds. You didn't see that displayed in the first fight. You didn't see that on display the first fight. They went 12 rounds. And the only power you saw displayed came from Deontay Wilder. The second fight, he had so much power that he swells up, dents everything on Deontay Wilder. But that's not questionable, huh? JX, my brother in Super Chat. This explains why Mayweather is so careful about gloves, contracts tested in his fights. While the team failed him. Yeah, his team did fail him. Jamie, my brother in Super Chat. Why the comments against Wilder deleted and blocked? Because they are a specific set of comments. That's why. Marvin Pritchard, Boxrec says 21. Boxrec is telling you overall. He has 4 knockouts and 17 stoppages. There's a difference. There's a difference between knockouts and stoppages. See through, salute. He has 17 stoppages. That means you overwhelm. That means the referee saw enough. That don't mean you have power. That just means it was overwhelming. Right? So the fight he had with Otto Wallin, it could have been stopped in favor of Otto Wallin because of the damage that Otto Wallin did. So that could have been stopped for Otto Wallin. That's not a knockout. It's a stoppage. That's a stoppage. Otto Wallin should have got a stoppage victory over him. But instead, the fight continued and Tyson Fury got the victory. Will Triple X, don't that count as stops? No. Stoppages is the referee just saying, all right, I've seen enough. A knockout is what Deontay Wilder possessed. That's knockouts. Deontay Wilder produces knockouts. Mike Tyson produced knockouts. You understand? George Foreman produced knockouts. There's a difference in a stoppage victory where the referee said, man, you're getting hit too much. I don't want to see no more. That's the difference. That's the difference. So that's a judgment call. A stoppage is a judgment call. That's just the referee choosing to stop it. The referee could have choose to stop the first fight when Tyson Fury hit the canvas. He should have waved it off. That's a knockout. The referee chose to give Tyson Fury the benefit of the doubt. As he stated, Tyson Fury was a champion, an ex-champion, and he wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, Ernie Shavers knocked people out. Right? There's a difference. Tank Davis, knockout. When he knocked out Leo Santa Cruz, that's a knockout. That's the difference. Floyd Mayweather didn't knock out Arturo Gatti. He stopped Arturo Gatti. That was overwhelming. The referee saw enough. He was just getting hit with too many clean punches, too many accurate punches, and the referee said, no, I don't want to see no more. That's the difference. So that don't display your power. That displays your skill. That displays your skill, right? Anthony Paul, my brother in Super Chat, wow, media says 21, but when you search deeper, it's 4. You're right, Blue. Exactly. Anthony Paul. But they'll tell you it's 21. That's all people see is 21. Overall number. T Skills, my brother in Super Chat. He said on Wilder is unreal. I can't understand it coming from a. He said, but it's a lot of black truly acting like Fury gloves were normal. Shaking my head. Facts. That's why I do what I do. Big LT, salute. School T Skills. That's why I do what I do. Ancestral Race, salute. Brian Williams, salute. Ron Lyles, right. Right? So there's dudes that get knockouts. Tyson Fury is not a knockout puncher. So miraculously, right, when he got the stoppage, because he didn't knock out Deontay Wilder, but when he got the stoppage over Deontay Wilder, he was displaying abnormal punching power for Tyson Fury. As you saw, the damage that was being done to Deontay Wilder, where was that? Because he's always been a big man his entire career. So where was that the rest of the fights? Eric Salazar, my brother in Super Chat, he said Harrison Glove looked a bit funny versus Charlo. I got to go back and look at that. I got to look back and check that out. So this is what they'll tell you. He's not a knockout artist, so that means he don't have this punching power. So where did it come from? So I'm telling you, so you know he doesn't have a history of being a power puncher at all whatsoever. And you saw Deontay Wilder in the ring with him for 12 rounds, taking clean punches from Fury. You saw Tyson Fury landing clean punches on Deontay Wilder the first fight, right? Did you see the same effect? Did we witness the same effect? How many likes we got? Tristan V, salute. Bobby Collins, salute. Did you see the same effect? How many likes we got? I got to check out that Charlo Harrison. I don't know. I ain't see that. T. Scott, my brother in Super Chat. That's like Loma stopping Lopez with power because all his 14 fights, 10 KOs are TKOs. Facts. Now, imagine they go in the second fight and he completely just go in there and just all of a sudden he displaying power punching that like Terrence Crawford. We should have at least 1.7 likes. Get the likes up to 1.7. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1.7. We should have at least 1.7 likes. Ace 1200 block. Salute, my brother. We should have at least 1.7. Smash the like button. What are we doing? Graham Rumsey, salute. Tone Banger, salute. So the table is set, man, for Deontay Wilder in this comeback. And it's going to be real. It's going to be real, man. Yeah, smash that like button, man. Get the likes up. Tone Banger, salute. Right. Kavon Slim. He said, and Wilder took Ortiz punches. Right. And Ortiz was known to be a far bigger puncher than Tyson Fury. Real McCoy, my brother, salute. Now, I'm going to have to debunk you. You know this. Warrior 519, salute. Real McCoy, I'm going to have to debunk this, right? Okay. So, you saying that Mark was right because I've seen Deontay Wilder train. He does not hit the bag, nor does he run. These are all facts, Blue. Okay. When was his stamina ever in question? Real McCoy, when have we been talking about his stamina being in question? What does him hitting the heavy bag or running his cardio have to do with anything? Because he don't have to run because he swims as his cardio. We know this as a fact. He built Olympic style treadmill pool in his house, and he swims in his yard, and he runs the hills, the mountain in his yard. Now that's a fact. That's what he do in his form of cardio. So he don't run pound the pavement for 4 or 5 miles. But guess what? He don't need to run 4 or 5 miles because we ain't talking about his stamina. We ain't talking about his stamina. So why are we talking about him hitting the heavy bag and running? That wasn't the reason he lost to Tyson Fury. We talk about Tyson Fury gloves. We saw his legs was gone before the fight even started. His legs was gone before the fight even started. So what that have to do with his cardio? What did it have to do with it? So what does that have to do with it? And so, okay, let's say that wasn't the case. Well, he fought Ortiz twice and it didn't play. Where was it a factor? When has his stamina ever been in question in any fight? Because even in the Fury fight, he wasn't tired. In neither fight. His equilibrium was off in the second fight. In the first fight, he wasn't tired. So what does his stamina have to do with it? Boxing specialist 40, salute. My brother in Super Chat. All of us real boxing heads, even the boxers know Fury cheated. Mainstream media is just too powerful. That's why we got to play our part. Boxing specialist 40. That's why it's important for us to play our part. My brother Carter in the Super Chat, he said, Blue, should the petrol be considered a pad? His admission of that alone should raise question. Facts. That's what bare knuckle boxers do. They use petrol and gasoline and stuff. And he says this. Salute to Sarah X. Peace and blessings, Queen, in the super chat. She said, in the super chat, in the building. She said, all facts. Much love from Australia, Blue. Peace and blessings to you, Queen. Zakar Khan, salute. Aaron White, salute. So what difference does it make? And I do, Carter, I do agree with you 1000%. Salute to you in the super chat. I appreciate you, King. Cedric Battle, salute. So what does him hitting the heavy bag and not running have to do with anything? Because we're not talking about his stamina. That wasn't the reason he lost or won his fight. We know he kept. Okay, let's say this. Let me just show you. Real McCoy, my brother. Watch this. Let's just say we was talking about his stamina. Well, in the second fight, they didn't even go past 7 rounds. In the first fight, he went 12 rounds, and his power was still there in the 12th round. So that means his stamina was on point. Real McCoy, listen to what I'm telling you. He, in the first fight, he didn't run. He didn't hit the heavy bag, right? He went 12 rounds, and his power was still present and very much there in the 12th round when he dropped Fury and arguably should have been a knockout. So in the second fight, he didn't even go 7 rounds, and we talking about his stamina? Big homie, cool, salute. What are we talking about here? Aaron White, it's not gonna come off, but it's just what he do moving forward. Jadil Munoz, salute. It's not gonna come off, but it's just that we stay supporting him and what he do moving forward. Jordan T, you should salute in the super chat. You should let people speak. That's doing your job. I do let people speak. Who don't I let speak? He said third profile removed. Why, Blue? I don't even know who third profile is, and I didn't see him. I didn't remove anybody. And if you use certain language, certain comments, even YouTube would remove you. Jordan T said, me. Okay, I didn't remove you. You're talking right now. I don't know what you said. What did you say? Repeat what you said. Don't block Jordan T. Stallion Triple X. Salute. Don't block Jordan T. Don't time him out. Go ahead. Repeat what you said. Eye of the Tiger. Salute. Jimson Andre. Salute. Go ahead. Repeat what you said. Macro J-Bo, my brother. What's good with you? Where you been at, man? Michigan Made. Salute. He said they trying to. Yeah, I know. Just because he lost, bro, don't mean that Fury. Brother, I just showed you the Jordan T. Did you not see the pictures? Do we got to do this again? Because I'm not going to do it again. Donis Harris, salute. I'm not going to do it again. Just not. My nephew in the building. What's good with you, Chris? He said, what's good, Blue? What's good with you, baby boy? We're going to get the training, man. I'm going to clear my schedule so we can get the training. It's my nephew right there. I trained my nephew right there. Quay Scott, salute. Chuga, fantastic. My brother in the super chat. Chris, we're going to get the training. I appreciate you, baby boy. Come in here showing me love. Jordan T said the photographer has removed all the pictures. Well, I still have them. And I called him, and guess what? He even admitted that those pictures were not Photoshop. Those are original pictures. And he asked me how did I want to buy them, and he gave me a price because he didn't even know what I was talking about, Jordan T. So, what did you not see the pictures? Salute, my brother Chuga, fantastic. Salute. Smash that like button, man. How many likes we got? Did you not see the pictures? Gangsta Right, salute. What's good with you, King? Pablo LaFleur, salute. He said, I seen them all. So if you saw them all, then why am I having this conversation with you? More than likely, that's why you got timed out or blocked. Because there's no way you could see those pictures and tell me that you didn't see something wrong with them. Don't block Jordan T. Don't time him out. So, Jordan T., did you not see something wrong with those pictures? Because you said you saw them all. Now, watch this now. So, you saw the pictures. Real McCoy said, answer my question. I didn't see your question, baby boy. Put it back in there. I didn't see your question. I missed it. I'm talking to Jordan T. You don't believe it. Photoshopped. Well, I called him before he even knew anything about what we was talking about, and I have his number in my phone. And so he clearly told me these was the original photos. That's why he took them down. Why would a photographer that's dealing with that's not even his main objective, is not even sports. His main objective is weddings and all types of other stuff. So why would he take the pictures down? Why would he put up Photoshop pictures on his website with his watermark? Now answer that question, Jordan T. Now, why would he put that up, Jordan T? Wouldn't that discredit his website? Real McCoy, did you agree with anything Mark had to say? No, I didn't. I didn't. And I'm being truthful. Yeah, but how is his knuckles bending? What? How's his knuckles bending skull? Right. That's what we trying to find out, Jordan T. So I asked you, Jordan T. You said you saw the pictures, right? So if this man puts his watermark on there, that means he stands by his product. And this is a picture with his watermark on it. And you can clearly see the knuckles right there with his watermark on it. That means he stands by his product. And I asked him and I called him and I said, do you stand by your product? And he said 100%. So I told him I was looking for a couple of, weigh-in pictures and things of that nature from the boxing man. Oh, yeah, I have them. And he showed me a picture. He even gave me a price for these. So he stand by this photo. Point blank and period. Now explain to us. Now you trying to tell us it's Photoshop. What's Photoshop about it? What's Photoshopped about it? Nothing. Did you even see the actual picture of the gloves on the website before they even made it to Tyson Fury? When they first made the gloves, did you even see that? This is not Photoshop. This is on Pathfind Sports website. Look at the slant in the gloves. Look at the glove already broken in. Just like the pair of gloves that Marco Salcino Maidana tried to use against Floyd Mayweather in the first fight. So what's Photoshopped about this? You can see the clear slant in these gloves. This is on their website, and they're giving props to Tyson Fury for the gloves he's getting ready to wear. And look at the slant in the gloves, and look how the gloves are broken in. He ain't even wear them yet. So now, Jordan T, explain to me what you see. Why did he take the pictures down if they like pictures? Well, he took them down after somebody was informed about the pictures, and clearly somebody bought them all, and that's why he took them down. Like Love said, please. She said his cheese that slipped off his cracker. Oh, oh man. Oh, You can't make this stuff up. Whew, man. Oh man. Jordan T, believe what you want to believe. You know what the truth is. You can't unsee the truth. It just is what it is. Jordan T, believe what you want to believe. The point is, I know you see the truth, just like everybody else. All thousands of people that's in here, they saw the truth just like you saw it. You're just trying to be objective. But let me ask you a question. Why you see the gloves? Why you give Tyson Fury the benefit of the doubt and not Deontay Wilder? Now let me ask you that. Let me ask you a question, Jordan T. See now you're gonna make me get into this now, right? So now Jordan T, have you ever known Tyson Fury to be a big puncher? How many knockouts he got in his career, Jordan T? Jordan T, how many knockouts he got in his career? Jordan T said if his head was dented, he could prove it. We still got 1,000 people in here, right? Jordan T said, salute to T Scott, my brother super chat. I'm rewatching the fight now after round one. Breland is giving Wilder the water in the corner. LOL. That's what I'm trying to say, man. Salute my brother T Scott. Jordan T, look what he just put there. He says, also, if his head was dented, he could prove it with the x-ray. Well, why does he have to prove it with an x-ray when we can look at the picture for ourselves, Jordan T? Or is the picture of Deontay Wilder with the referee Photoshop too? That's Photoshop, Jordan T? You need an x-ray to see that? Now, we got 1,000 people here. Everybody in this building, right? You need an x-ray to see that? Do you guys need an x-ray to see that dent and that swelling? All of that. You need an x-ray to see that? Jordan T, you need an x-ray to see that? This must be photoshopped, huh? Jordan T, you need an x-ray to see that? He said a dent, not swelling. Well, let me ask you a question. Let's just say you was right, Jordan T. It's a swelling, not a dent. Well, what caused the swelling to form in that type of shape? A padded glove caused you to swell in a U form? A padded glove caused you to swell in a U form. That's what you're telling me. A padded glove in this area caused you to swell in a U form. That's what you're telling me, Jordan T. New Fat Boy Fitness, my brother, salute. Mario Morales, salute. So Jordan T, a padded glove caused this swelling to form up here in a U form. Because see, the initial swelling is right here by his ear, right? See that right here by his ear? That's the initial swelling, right? Where the air had the fluid coming out. That's right here, right? That's the initial swelling, right? In here. And look at the knot. Look at the knot right here on the top of his head, right? And the knot right here. Okay. So what caused Jordan T? Hold on. What caused this U shape? What caused the U shape right here, where you can see the dent right up in here, right? You can see the U, the dent is right there. So let's just say this is swelling. So what caused the swelling in the U shape right there? Jordan T, tell us. Come on, Jordan T, tell us. What caused the U shape swelling? Because it has to be something that caused the U shape. Because if I have a pad on, and I'm hitting you with a clean pad that's straight across and fully padded, then there won't be any shape or nothing. There won't be any shape or anything. What would cause a U shape in a right there in that form? Come on, Jordan, tell us. The egg weight, the water, it all caused it, didn't it, Blue? Right. Now you're going to sarcasm because you can't answer the question. So goodbye. Goodbye, Jordan T. Thanks for coming. See? See? Now he don't have no response. Now he can't respond. He can't answer the question. He can't answer the question. So now he resorts to sarcasm and then that's when they will start with the name calling and the sarcasm and things of that nature because you can't answer. It always happens that way. It always happens that way. See? T Rock, Coach Burris, salute. Never fails. See? He can't explain and just say, well, it was this, this, and this. There's no response to that. There's no response to that. So then, well, it's the egg weight in the water and this and that and yeah, and now. Oh yeah, now we understand. Now we get you, right? We got you now. No problem. Don Banks, salute. Alexandra, peace and blessings, Queen. Smash the like button. See that? Explain. We see you say, well, it wasn't a dent. Okay, it was the swelling, but what caused the swelling to form in that manner? Because it has to be something that caused the form in a U. It has to be something that causes the form in a U. So the initial swelling is down here, but then up here, there's a whole different set of swelling. So what caused that swelling? Oh, well, it was the water and this. Okay, goodbye. Okay, goodbye. See how that works? If you push on anything, if I push on this bottle of water right here, right, it's going to leave my print of my fingerprint. Why would it? It wouldn't leave a U shape up here because I'm pushing down here. Why would it leave a U shape up here when I'm pushing down here? Melvin Harris, salute. Dawn Staley, man. Dawn Staley coaching. All right, man. Let me get out of here, man. Smash that like button, man. How many likes we got? Let's get the likes to 2K. 2K, like the NBA game. How many likes we got? How many likes we got, peoples? Get the likes to 2K. The brother, beat your man. He said, huh? Huh what? What you don't understand? What did I say you didn't understand? Mutant Saber, salute. What did I say that you didn't understand? Beat your man. Because I got time for one more. So beat your man. You said, huh? As if I said something that you didn't understand. So what did I say that you didn't understand? Smash the like button. Get the likes to 2K. Beat your man. What did I say that you didn't understand? What did I say that you didn't understand? We got our lines crossed. Melrose, my brother, salute. Aya, Hui, Kumba, salute. What's good with you? Dago 619, Cali Factor, salute. So, brother, what did I say that you didn't understand what I was saying? Alice York, salute. Where'd you go? Nothing, huh? Okay. So let me get out of here, man. I thank y'all for coming through, man, showing love, holding your boy Blue down, man. Appreciate y'all. George S. Salute coming through, showing your boy Blue love, man. Make sure you smash the like button and make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel, man. If y'all haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel, man. Terrell Parrott, salute. Life, love, peace, and blessings, Queen. Donis Harris, salute. Appreciate you. Golden Standard, salute. School of Skills, William Old School Ardent, Sherman Callahan, Southpaw Boxing Media, salute. Let me get out of here, man. D Bird, salute. Yeah, man, that's it, man. We know what they do. Let me get on out of here, man. I appreciate y'all coming through. Gore Central, salute. Oh, I already do, man. I already do. Rampage Jackson, Anthony Lumar, salute. Let me get out of here, man. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all we got for y'all. Peace. Oh, my brother Eric Salazar on the super chat. He said one more Blue. Sugar Ray versus De La Hoya in the prime. Oh, Eric Salazar. Sugar Ray Leonard all day, man. Sugar Ray Leonard all day, man. All day long. Not even close. Sugar Ray Leonard, man. Sugar Ray Leonard. Power, speed, big. No, Sugar Ray Leonard all day long. Salute to my brother Eric Salazar on the super chat. Appreciate you, King. Yeah, I'm going Sugar Ray Leonard all day long. Appreciate you, King.